world has changed. Gone to hell, more like. It started when magic came back. The awakening, some called it. You're rubbing elbows with orcs, elves, even trolls these days. Meanwhile, megacorps bleed the world dry one board meeting at a time. They own just about everything. But not us. We're Shadowrunners. Mercenaries, operating in the margins, working dangerous jobs for the desperate and the powerful. Being a runner takes more than skill and street smarts. You want to live long enough to get paid, you'll need a team, the right talent for the job. Maybe that's a mage, someone who can fry your enemies with deadly spells. A good decker can jack into the Matrix and bypass the toughest security without leaving a trace. Adepts, riggers, shaman, and don't forget your street samurai. Packing enough firepower and cyberware to take on a small army. Man, magic, and machine. Takes it all to survive in the shadows. Welcome to the sprawl.
And welcome to Shadowrun Corporate Sins. We are here with another episode of the Evo run that our characters may or may not finish tonight. They probably will, in some way or another. Before we start, one reminder for you, we are still doing donations for Edge, so if you donate during the show and put the name of a character and have a donation of $25 or more, that character will receive a point of Edge, which we will utilize in a delightful, entertaining way. Mine mostly revolve around killing them, or attempting to. So, donate as you will. Donate as you will. I believe the t-shirts for Mfek are also still on sale, so if you would like, you have a few more days of opportunity to get a sweet, sweet t-shirt with Mfek on it and delightful character art. In bright colors. And as I think we mentioned last time, don't get the pink one if you're colorblind. Pro tip.
Get the black one.
We are endorsing the one that is black.
Be in the shadows all the time.
Yeah.
Black shirt.
Wear the shadows on your person. There is no greater shadow.
A night.
Then black.
And I think we're done with the announcements because we got nothing more for you. So, we will return ourselves to where we left off in our previous session. Our runners had begun the process of infiltrating a Shiwase medical clinic in order to gain information on the illicit research that was being conducted at the facility. They discovered that most of the subjects for the research trial were elves, and they were being subjected to some form of cyberware clinical trial. That was the only information that they have gathered so far. They sent Mainframe in with the hope that she may be able to infiltrate as an elf and gain some additional information on what was being done there. But in the previous night, went in an attempt to rally her, wake her up, and felt very uncomfortable with that situation and decided to just get everyone out. That was their plan. So our runners had successfully dealt with the on-site security, and are almost all still conscious, although Mainframe is still under the influence of general anesthesia, which is a bitch. And they currently have rallied the patients, some of which are still unconscious, also under some sort of general anesthesia or just really heavy sleepers. And another individual, several individuals who have been convinced that they should leave under their own autonomy and volition. And so they are now currently in a group readying for that process to extract the patients from the building in whatever way they should choose, as well as suspicious that a high threat response may be on its way, given the recent attack on a AAA corporation's secret research clinic. So, We shall say that they are all kind of gathered together with the conscious and unconscious patients by the stairwell exit to the research clinic. And I will hand it over.
Well, we still need to get the evidence, right, before we...
So Cromie's staying behind.
Right, for a little bit, I think I should go through the files. We need to find something that identifies that they're actually doing research.
You can't stay by yourself, you realize that.
I'm pretty sneaky, and I'm the only one of us what isn't injured, am I not?
It doesn't matter, we can't leave you by yourself. Not with HTR on its way.
I can usually find my way out of any enclosed building, given enough time.
Look, here's what I'm thinking. There's a big window. Crumb is the only one that could literally dive out that window and I would believe survive. So we at least have exit plan A for him. We have 4 other people, including Mainframe, that need to get out. At this point, I trust Crumb to get it out. If
Cromie will be okay by himself.
I'm thinking
I
that
don't
too.
like it, but this is kind of what he does.
And Mordecai, I'm not gonna lie. I need you more than Crumb needs you. Come on, Big Papa.
And someone's got to make sure the impatience is all, I don't know, not brain bombed up and that it gets out safely.
Well,
I would do that to them. What reason would anyone have to do that?
well, I'm expecting the worst, so if this is the way we're gonna go, I need you to be ready to carry my body out, one of you, because I'm doing a Force 8 summon.
Okay.
Is that wise? You know what? You do you, Big Papa.
And I'm going to spend some edge of my own edge.
Oh, wait. Before you do that,
Oh!
you have a point of edge from the chat room.
Ah!
Thank you. Well, I won't put it out here because I'm spending it now. And I got 6 hits.
Your net hits are 2.
All right, so I need to resist 8 damage now, and that's physical damage too. And so I'm gonna, I'm just gonna take the 4 physical damage from that. But Force 8 Sky Sharky appears. He's resplendent with his plumage and with huge wings and a beak coming out of the top of his head and his talons. And for his one of 2 services that I have, I'm going to tell him to conceal Cromwell, as well as anyone who is staying with him. I don't know if it's just him or not.
I'm gonna get people out, so I will not be
That's our
staying.
job.
Are you going alone on this? Are you sure that's what you want?
I think it's the best bet. I mean, unless you've got computer skills.
Concealment.
I'm pretty good with computers, but I think Cromwell, can I have a moment just with you? I know we don't have a lot of time.
All right, I've got something to ask you two. You first.
Well, it's not a question so much. I'm actually not that good with computers. I don't want people to know that, okay? Especially not Mainframe 3. It's important that she believes and continues to believe that I'm competent with those things, but just between you and me, okay? I'm not actually... They don't make a lot of sense to me.
I've got a secret too. I'm not good at them either. So let's keep up each other a secret and convince her we're both good at computers.
Well, if you're not good with them, what are you intending to do?
I'm gonna figure it out when I get there.
That's not a good plan.
Well, do you have another one? No one here's good at computers, I'm pretty sure. That's why we normally as a decker.
Hey guys, night's burning. Wrap it up.
All right, look, before we go, another important thing. When there's feathers and a beak and talons on a shark, is it still a shark or is it a bird?
Yes, it's a shark. It's a sky shark.
It looks like a bird.
It's not a bird. It has the essence of birds in it as well as other elements of the sky. It's a sky shark.
I just don't understand magic, I guess.
No, you really don't, do you? Let's hope your understanding of computers is better.
All right.
Guys, I know so much about copping. They call it copping in the biz. We need to get out of here because HER's on our case. I will carry mainframe.
I will bully my group of people into leaving.
How many do we have left?
There are 4 that are unconscious, including mainframe, and then 4 that are able to conscious walk.
And can two...
There may be some possibility that mainframe for sure, and at least one of the other ones you definitely won't be able to wake up, but you could give it a little effort on the other 2.
We don't have time for effort.
All right.
Can you...
And I'll make a run for the lab.
How about this? How about if I say to the 4 people who are awake, I really want to convince them to carry the people who are unconscious.
All right. Leadership.
All right.
You got this.
I say to them, listen, there's too many people that are still asleep. I need you guys to go in, pick up the people that are still asleep, and take them out quietly. We're all gonna get out together. 3.
You managed to convince 2 of them. They're like, oh yeah, no, that seems super logical. That was really easy. And the other 2, one of them is like, I'm just like, I'm kind of in a lot of pain right now. So like, I don't think I can carry anyone. And then the other one is like,
I think Team Distraction needs to have a... Oh, I get it.
So...
you speak ASL, right?
Elsie does, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. One of them is clearly deaf.
Yes. Janine's ASL is mostly Star Trek related.
Great.
Great, do that.
My ASL is mostly summer camp related, so magic is about as far as I've got.
I've got
Mordecai knows that. So.
Good. Yeah, this one.
and so I say that the person I say, oh,
Make out.
no, Elsie,
You can try again in ASL if you would like.
Yes.
Well,
I got
How
you.
well do you speak ASL is the question.
I got you. We need to move. We need to go.
so I think, it's been a while since I've really spoken to anybody but Cromie, but I think I start signing and it's coming back to me. I'm missing a couple words, but I feel like probably got my
What's your skill level in ASL?
it's a 6 and I rolled a 2.
Okay. Great. They clearly understand you.
Oh, nice.
And they're like, oh, like, of course, yeah, no, I get it. So then they go into the room and start picking up the person. And they seem to really, they're like, yeah, I appreciate that this person's...
I turn to the person who says they're in pain and isn't helping, and I say, great, since you're in pain and can't carry people, you're going to help open doors and things.
Okay, I think I can handle that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's cool.
It's cool. I got the other 2.
So Fang's got 2 that are unconscious.
One's mainframe.
One's
So,
mainframe.
I think we should go.
Actually,
down
Fang
that.
only
there-
needs to carry 1 because there are 3 patients that are going to carry people.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, then I'll just carry mainframe on my back
just
like this.
Just so we're clear, I'm casting resist pain on myself, so I'm not taking a modifier.
That's a
right?
good idea.
Great. All right, so Mordecai and Elsie and Fang are heading out of the building, assuming you're going down the staircase that you came up, to
And-
your van.
I'm not carrying anybody, so I'm going to have my. I think I'll just have my light pistol out
Okay.
and be point on this, since everybody else is carrying.
Sounds like it.
And
So
Mordecai, if you can bring up the tail.
Yeah, I'm at the rear. and moving it. And yeah, I'm just keeping an eye out. I was going to say moving sneakily, but I don't think there's anything very sneaky about what we're currently doing.
You never know. So as you guys are making your way downstairs, I'm gonna go over to Cromwell, who's making a beeline towards the lab.
First stop, the laboratory.
Okay.
Laboratory.
So I'm gonna separate out Cromwell is yellow, and you guys are in the stairwell.
I'll turn my unidirection, or my omnidirectional.
Cromwell is black. Is that okay? I'm sorry, I picked the wrong color.
I'm yellow.
I'll turn my omnidirectional jammer on.
Okay.
Is the door locked?
Yes.
Alright, then I lockpicks it Cromwell style. What kind of, is it a security door?
It's a security door.
I pulls out my mini welder,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
does
sure.
even more damage than my fists.
Hard to imagine.
Most of my inventory is things to destroy structural impediments. It does 25 damage to the door.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure this door cannot stand up to Cromwell. Definitely not. You managed to weld open the mag lock between the two doors and just like punch it, and it flies open. When you do that, you just hear someone shout really or not shout, like quietly shout to themselves in that realization where you're really startled and surprised, and then you realize you're supposed to be really quiet, like. Don't immediately see anyone in the room.
Alright, I wish to do a very intimidating Bartitsu move. Where I'm like, oh, I hope no one's in here who wants to get his head smashed. And that's a cold shot, trick shot to try to intimidate.
Okay, great. Roll your called shot and how many hits you get.
5 hits. So I get to add that to my intimidate check. So that's a whopping 6 intimidate dice.
Ooh.
You just hear. No, don't. It's fine. I'm not gonna do anything.
Just so you know, all 6 dice were hits.
They're like, they seem to.
What?
Just.
What do they look like?
No one has stood up yet. They're like, just leave.
I need information. Information wants to be free, and I'd hate to have to rip it out of you.
So a person stands up. They're kind of like.
I'm recording all of this.
Great. They were like crouched in the back corner, and they're wearing a lab coat. They have sort of short, cropped black hair, kind of medium brown skin tone. They're an elf as well, that you notice immediately, and they seem sort of Southeast Asia sort of area. Like, I don't have information for you. Not anymore.
Oh, I guess you've been mistreated by Shiawase then.
Sure.
I mean, turning on your own kind and all that. Doing research on those who didn't know what they were signing up for.
We have very different opinions on what was happening here. What have you done to my patients?
Oh, I haven't done anything to him. Do I look like I'm capable of complicated surgery and research?
You just threatened to kill me.
I just displayed my fearsome fighting moves. If you get in the way of them, it's not my fault. All I need is a little bit of information. Specifically, your employer.
You're currently in their lab.
Right, we're
Figure it out for yourself. I'm gonna go.
Are you?
Am I?
See, here's the thing. I'm not that great at figuring things out. You've got the lab coat on of a figurer-outer. I think that's your job, in fact, is figuring things out, and I'd like you to employ it before I uses you to batter my way out the side of this building before HDR gets here.
I feel like my chances might be better if HTR is here,
Oh, well.
given that I'm the one with the information and the ability to get it.
That's true, you do have the information. I suppose I'll just take you with me.
Do it.
Alright, I wish to try to knock them out with my fists. I'll give him one more chance to give me the information as I walk up to him.
Okay. He's like,
And I says that whole thing out loud about how I'm gonna knock him out and take him with me.
I'm gonna knock you out, take you with me. Are you gonna roll and intimidate then? And given that you have already scared them, add 2 dice to your pool.
Oh.
4 ants.
They're gonna sort of hesitate and kind of like seem to be sneaking back. Let's
No! Don't do that!
Well,
I guess
you know.
I've got the.
Yeah, perfect. That's better. That's what I wanted. They're gonna look Cromwell kind of dead in the eye and be like very clearly working up the nerve and just say, "Fine, go for it."
All right. I leaps onto the wall, knocks myself off of it, and hits him from the side of the edge, surprise-like.
Needlessly. Okay.
Coolly.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Go
Hashtag-
ahead.
Wait a minute, they're a source of information.
Fight Club.
The brain's basically a computer.
Roll your attack.
Specifically, we were asked to get data file.
You know what's a great data file?
A person.
A person.
person.
8 hits.
You actually do hit them. I rolled really well too. You're gonna head to 3, so I assume you do
Yes, right now.
you how much damage?
That'd be right now 15 stun damage.
You knock them out cold.
That's not a knockout noise.
Yeah, they're like
They
staring,
fell down.
staring you down, and they kind of you see this like flicker of a smile as like your fist collides and they.
All right, I throw him on my shoulder and I look around the room to see what other sources of information there might be.
There seems to be nothing particularly useful. There's like a centrifuge and other sort of. It's more like a lab for doing cultures and like blood work rather than like a tinkering, building machinery lab. There's some terminals that you could attempt to access.
Any paperwork, anything that's identifying the Cromwell?
Give me a perception.
And 0 hits.
Yeah, nothing. As Cromwell's like, there is a room here! Doctor!
All right. Boring science stuff. I edge toward the OR,
This is where the science happens.
where the scientist on my shoulder. How
Okay.
much time do I think has passed?
Maybe 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay,
Minutes.
recording the whole thing.
Yep. So as that happens, so a couple minutes have passed. You guys have probably made it all the way down the stairs. When you get out the door, I mean, where did you park?
As close as we could.
Safely.
No, safety's not a big thing. As close as we could, non-suspiciously.
I turn to the group and I say, all right, so if anybody has any bodily implants we need to know about, such as tracking devices.
4 of them raise their, like, multiple.
God
of them
damn!
raise their hand. Like, all 8 of, all, except the 4 that are all conscious, all, like, raise their hand. They're like,
Let's
they
be
all
more.
have cyberware.
Can we be more specific? From the who has the ones that blow up when they get too far away?
Something that was
They're all-
implanted here at the Awesome Blossom Clinic.
Red Blossom.
No, I know that. That's
Okay.
just what I'm calling it.
It is the Awesome Blossom.
Because I'm mocking it. Oh, because I'm feeling sassy.
2 of them raise their hand. 2
Okay.
of them are like, I mean, I had,
You have blowy uppy ones.
no.
Oh.
I was in post-op. I already had the cyberware implanted for the research study.
They aren't gonna know if they have the blowy uppy ones
Like-
installed.
And then one of them's like, my eyes are gonna explode, and then just starts crying. Except
damn!
they can't cry because they have cyber eyes.
I shout, "Stop crying!"
Just start crying harder.
I said,
They're like
"Stop
curled up in a ball.
crying!"
It was the one that was like, I'm in a lot of pain, and they're just like, I don't want to die.
worse.
So given that I'm the only one with a driver's license, I guess I need to
Cromwell,
go.
you have edge.
Cromwell has edge.
Cromwell has edge. Sorry, just want to make sure he's
nice.
aware of that.
Thank you, bear gods.
I can drive and get the van.
Can you go get
So,
the van?
I assume you had the van and the Harley. I think you
Yeah.
came on both. Okay.
Yeah.
So you, if you took the van, Cromwell would still have a Harley.
So I have a tag eraser.
Okay.
That I would like to use on the individuals who raise their hands.
Yeah.
Maybe
you can,
use it on all of them.
run it over their eyeballs and their heads in attempt to
Yeah.
to erase any.
Yeah,
any tags that
I
are
do
there.
that.
Am I getting the? I'm
At
getting
least
the.
like open the doors and stuff.
I'm getting the van.
Just as a heads up, because there are so many people that you're trying to fit in the van, you can squeeze them all in, but it is going to reduce the handling and speed stats of the van by 1.
So I should
and will
probably
also make it difficult for people to move around said van if they want to like get anywhere other than where they choose to place themselves.
The Harley's on site too.
Yeah, I'm leaving that.
Question: is the back window still broken out?
No, I think mainframe had the glass replaced.
I wish she hadn't done that.
Well,
I think
it can be
do you-
rebroken.
Why don't you break it so you can put a gun through it?
Good idea.
You can open the door
Does
too.
it-
No, I think it's safer
You
to
take,
break
you
the
take
window.
the unconscious mainframe and just like ram her into the window to break her.
Mainframe. Do you disagree? No, it's fine.
Should be fine.
Our
We'll have
mainframe.
it fixed before she wakes up.
Before she
I'm
wakes
sure we're giving a ton of confidence to the people that we're rescuing.
Yeah,
right
how's the?
oh no, one of them's still curled up on the floor crying.
That's fine.
They're not gonna go anywhere
Right.
willingly.
I turned to her and I was like, "Hey, don't cry, or I'll give you something to cry about."
Where did you?
And then I'm like, "I'm kidding."
Okay, you trying to just persuade them? Like, what? They're like, my eyes gonna explode.
Okay, let's get him in the van. Let's just.
Okay.
That happens, right? Do we have to do any like magic? Like
No, you
Thing.
can
You stay
them all.
here.
set up in the van.
One thing I want to do, I can, if I sense well enough, I can detect things like cyberware and whatnot, and I just want to see if I can sense any cyberware on them that doesn't seem like it's related to stuff anything that's new but out of place.
Okay.
So,
Are you gonna do each of them individually? I'll have you do an extended test.
okay, let's.
So
each-
We're driving.
Because otherwise we got like 8 of them to do.
Yeah, so
so
I'm
we're
just-
gonna say it takes you a couple minutes, so another segment for Cromwell, while you are sensing them and trying to get them into the van. So roll me 3 tests for your extended test, and then I will come back to you guys. That work? Awesome. Cromwell, to the OR!
Right. I'll try the door first.
This one comes open. You actually realize that it had been unlocked already.
I'm slightly sad about that. Anyone home?
Give me a perception around the room.
No hits.
You don't notice anything. Nothing talks. Yeah, it's there's like an operating table is about the only thing, and then there's like a robot arm over the table and like a bunch of you're like medical stuff, more science.
All right, I throw the scientist in kind of gently, a couple of meters into the room, just to make sure there's no traps.
He ragdolled to the floor. Nothing happens.
All right. Or enters the room, and or looks around. What sort of things are in here?
So I described it. There's an operating table. There's like various monitors and displays. There's things that you would hook up to people that go beep and boop.
This is specific. I'm looking for anything I can take with me that either pertains to affiliations with Shiawase, or any corp, or that looks like a detail. So I take a video of all the different displays.
Right now, everything is off. There is no information on any of the displays or terminals in the room.
Any
The lights are like pretty much dim.
Any equipment
unlit.
laying around?
Nothing conspicuous. All of it's like the machinery that you can't move out of the room. Everything that you could move to sterilize isn't there.
All right. I picks the scientist up, puts him on the table. Are there restraints?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, sure.
All right. I'll restrain him.
Okay.
I'll put a stim patch on him.
Okay. You're really kind of dumb, aren't you?
Yep, I am. And I'm going to perform surgery on you unless you gives me the information
They
willingly.
kind of like crane and like seem to be looking at something on the back of their eyeballs. They're like, I give my chances of survival 90%. HTR will be here in probably about a minute.
All
Have
right.
fun turning the equipment on.
I've got my own. I takes the arc welder and I says this. Now listen. Normally I wouldn't do something like this, but between you and me, I spent a lot of time on Yomi Island. They don't do very nice things to metahumans. I don't like people who does not very nice things to metahumans against their will.
Who said it was against their will?
Are you saying they knew what they was getting into?
I'm saying I gave them free cyberware for poor metahumans. How many do you know that would have been able to access that?
And they knew.
I did what I had to do.
And they knew exactly what they was getting.
As far as I know.
As far as you knew, you didn't think to check.
I mean, I asked them if they understood. I'm not a heartless idiot.
Well, I suppose.
Take me to my patients and I'll help you. If you try and tear apart my brain, you'll get nothing except several years of jail time if you're lucky.
All right, Dan, you make a good point. Before I take him out of his restraints, I can walk over. I think this is about the best information I'm gonna get is this guy. So, I want to weld the door shut.
Okay. The one door into the room.
Yes. And then I want to start welding my way through the floor into the heart clinic below.
Okay.
It is not owned by this corporation.
It's true. It's owned by an entirely different corporation whose security you have not disturbed yet.
Right, well, they may be disturbed in just a minute.
What's all that welding noise I'm hearing on the comm?
Great. It's gonna take you a few minutes to get through the floor. Well, how much damage? It does 25 damage, right?
It does 25 damage. Yep, which should get me through 25 damage every 3 seconds.
Oh. Oh, I just by the hits. It's gonna take you probably 15 seconds to get through the floor.
All right, and you know, I'll make a hole, like a manhole, a troll hole size
A
hole.
woman hole?
Cromwell, can we get a status update? It sounds a lot like welding.
I'm making an escape hatch, and then I'm gonna try and turn on some of the computers here and see how that goes. If that doesn't work, I'm taking this scientist with me and
Cromie,
making a
you're-
quick exit.
You're cutting it kind of close, aren't you?
Oh,
Those of you who are outside, roll a perception.
What is that based off again?
It's a perception skill, and is it intuition or logic?
It's intuition.
Yeah, a better one. 1.
3 for Mordecai, Elsie. 4. Elsie and Mordecai hear off in the distance the sound of alarms that are rapidly closing. You probably have maybe 30 seconds before they pull into the parking lot.
Cheese it, the fuzz!
Cheese it! I'd say, everybody finish. I don't know if everybody's. Are they all
You managed to get everyone in the van. It's been about another 2 minutes. So
Great.
it's probably been about 5 since.
I'm gonna drive the out of here, and
Shotgun.
in the car. Backseat. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it time? Is it? No.
I say to Cromwell over the comm link, I'm like, Cromie, they're on their way. They're outside the building. We're out of here, but you need to finish up in there.
all right, I guess I won't get to use the computer part.
Sharky is still keeping you hidden, so try to get out of there safe.
That's the plan.
Maybe make friends with this guy and not enemies. You're way better at making friends. I know.
You're so at making friends.
Or bring him to me and I'll make him cry.
This whole time, Cromwell's basically standing up, getting a scientist. What's your name anyway, chum?
Dr. Kim.
All right, Dr. Kim. If you want to come with me, I've got a little bit of an exit here. We're going out. You'll be quiet, right?
As long as you take me to my patients.
All right then. I puts him on my shoulder. I climbs through the hole as quietly as possible, and I sticks. I wants to jump. What's in the room below me?
Looks like a visiting room, like a patient room. You know, there's the little weird bed chair thing that you sit on, and like a counter and chairs.
All right, I drop quietly to the floor.
Okay.
Any window? Probably not air.
You are definitely in the middle of a building.
All right. I go to the door and listen. Do I hear anything?
Perception.
2 hits.
No.
I opens it up.
The hallway is dark or dimly lit.
All right, into the hallway. I've got thermographic vision. Do I remember if there are windows on this side of the building at all?
No, this side of the building did not have windows. It was
All right.
sided.
Then I want to find my way through the hallway to the side that did have windows.
Okay. So you'll kind of work your way through. It seems like kind of maze-like. I'm going to come back to you in a moment and go to the van.
I got 7 on my extended sensing.
Excellent. Okay. As far as you can tell, some of them did definitely. 4 of them had very new cyberware that seemed like it was pretty recently installed, but that's really none of it seemed out of place. Like as far as you could tell, it was what they're like actual physical implants, not like a thing that is weirdly in the middle of their body. It's like cyber
Okay.
eyes or cyber ears.
All right. In that case, I'm in the front in the shotgun seat,
Okay.
astrally perceiving.
All right. So we've got shotgun, we've got driver, we've got shotgun out the back window.
The AK is out. The window is not broken yet.
Yet being the
Yet.
operative word.
I'm waiting. Like she's yeah.
All right, so you're in the van. You put it in drive and yell and strap in, hold on, whatever. And as you start, you turn, you go out the road. Just as you're there, there's 2 vans and 2 individuals on motorcycles that seem to be coming. They've got some like sort of sirens going. So they might not, because they're probably more stealthy.
I would like. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So as you exit, I assume you're going to go in the opposite direction of them. One of the vans.
Driving casual.
Yeah, driving casual. One of the vans and the 2 motorcycles are going to continue on, and then the other one might start slowing down, and you hear over like a speaker, stop, freeze, hold, halt.
Pretend to be deaf. Pretend to be deaf. It worked last time.
I like.
Unknown vehicle. You are under suspicion. Freeze. Or be boarded.
I say,
What kind of clinic is
I got this, kid. And around us, I create a stationary illusion of our van that we're in. Well, not stationary. It's going to slow down and come to a stop behind us.
And then the actual van is going to visually keep moving. So there's
Well,
going to be 2 vans.
I say,
that they're
drive
going to
straight,
see.
kid. So assuming that it stays between us.
It'll block
Perfect.
it.
Yep, 100% perspective will never become a problem.
No, I totally get it. It's like we're
Yeah,
gonna do this
no,
together.
go. Do that.
This is-
roll your thing. How many hits do you get on your illusion?
This is going
So
to
they're-
be
so they're not going to
force
see
5.
us.
No.
Can you make an illusion of the van exploding? It's bigger.
I can eventually make it explode but first we'll see if it works. And I get
it
2
works.
more dice actually.
So like it goes like this, and then the big fat van will cover our skinny, really attractive van as we go. I understand magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna use sweet edge.
What happened?
No, she's using her edge.
Oh.
How many hits did you
I
get?
got 5 hits.
Great.
Great.
Perfect. So as you cast an illusion, it is a very good illusion. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get
Say
me
a person looking at it would be very fooled by it, but say machinery with sensors, definitely slightly less fooled. Even though I think you have Trid Phantasm, which does still work on sensors, but they're very good. HDR is very good.
Clearly.
And so instead, from the top, you guys can roll a surprise test.
Is that reaction intuition?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my skills, man. I'm gonna die. It's totally fine.
At least it's not a dragon.
Probably not a dragon.
Unless it's a very bored dragon who has chosen to do HDR work.
Oh, it still sucks.
Oh man.
Don't. It's fine.
Elsie? How many hits did you get? Elsie is surprised, like super surprised. So everyone roll initiative. Elsie, subtract 10 from whatever that is, because you're surprised. And
Oh my god.
and I'm also gonna have Cromwell roll initiative because he's gonna be operating on the same scale as them.
No.
And you also won't get a reaction defense to your first round. First thing that happens to you. I shouldn't look this happy, should I? I forgot my pencil.
No. I should.
All right, Cromwell.
At 21. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Elsie.
What? I have 0.
Okay. Yeah, you just don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I subtracted 10 from 10.
Wait. Oh crap! You're driving.
Yeah.
I know. Guys, I really need to improve my initiative.
Yep. Fang.
28.
You know, you could take over driving, Mordecai. Mordecai.
I have 30 and Sharky has 25.
Okay. Mordecai.
Huh. That's not gonna be helpful.
All right, Dr. Kim, now here's what we're going to do. You're going to keep your mouth shut, and you're going to keep your head down, and you're going to try not to scream when we go out the side of the building.
Had no intentions of it. Mordecai.
So are we aware that there's anything happening, or?
Oh, yeah, the vehicle would continue to repeat, your illusions are but paltry, or something like that. I don't know.
You don't have to rub it in.
Yeah, this guy's a jerk.
And surrender or we'll fire.
They don't seem into their job, do they? They do this all the
But
time.
they're not actually opening fire or anything like that yet.
Well, you get to go before them, because you weren't surprised.
All right, I look over at Elsie and I notice that she's startled. I grumble, consent, and I smack her like that. While doing it, I grab a bunch of my reagents. I'm going to cast Force 1, increase reflexes on her, but I'm setting the limit up to 6 with my reagents.
Okay.
And her initiative goes up by 4 plus an additional 2d6.
All right, roll it. Basically, you're
Oh,
zero.
yes.
You get all of this.
11.
11. And Elsie's back in the game.
Plus 4. 15.
15.
And I go from, I'm like, yes, let's do this.
And I don't take drain from it.
Nice.
All right.
Feel amazing.
Bang! Aha! I'm gonna put my gun. Pink's like, yep, game time. She's gonna kiss the gun on the side. Let's go. And then he's gonna just suppressive fire through the window at the car behind her.
Is it bullet?
I mean,
Okay.
how else am I gonna get through the glass? Well, I was gonna headbutt it, but then
So
that's a complex action.
Roll your suppressive fire.
That's a complex action. It's fine, guys.
It is. It is a complex action. Roll your suppressive fire.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Add in my dice. 6. 6 hits.
It is opposed.
You really want to get a turret.
Your net hits are 3, so 3 is the action, the dice penalty.
Yep. So
that anything will take. That
Yeah.
is in that. Which I guess is the van. The van does not take any damage. What's the damage value of your
my gun.
gun?
So it'd be 13 piercing minus 2.
Okay. Yeah, the van seems mostly fine. I don't really want to roll that many dice. But
Are
I
we
will.
using? You're never gonna break through it if we're using the structural integrity of the van. Nor do you want to.
You know what? It's what I did. Bang, gun, bullets. Unless anybody else has a way
The
better
van
plan.
is fine.
I shout back, open the van door!
No, because wait.
No, you smashed the window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you smashed your
window.
window.
It went through the window,
Cleanly.
guys.
The other van, the HTR van,
Okay.
seems mostly unscathed
Yeah.
by her barrage of bullets.
We need a way better. Oh, sorry. I should not yell. Yeah, I'm gonna yell. We need a way better plan because bullets don't work.
If that's what it sounds like, you also
Yeah.
need a plan for how to explain this to Mainframe when she wakes up.
It's fine. They shot out the window.
The van is going to fire at you. It launches a nasty, large bullet. Elsie, however, now still being
Yeah.
somewhat surprised, does not get to. Will take a penalty to your evasive driving.
Okay.
Because you are magically unsurprised to take a -2. But otherwise, you roll regular reaction and intuition. You can also take full defense when you're in a vehicle.
Sorry, so what'd you say?
You're gonna defend, so you're like in the car trying to dodge
Okay.
the like cannon blast. that
And I'm
they're
taking
firing at you.
-2 then.
Yeah.
And she said you can take full defense if you want.
I think I will forgo. Let's just see.
Okay.
It's not your van after all.
No. Not my bad. 4.
4 hits. You manage to shrug it off this time. You're like, "Arr!" and it lands to the side. Glances just past the edge.
I warily kind of take a peek and make sure Mainframe's still asleep.
You also, if any of you are looking out like the rear view mirror, see the other van and the 2 motorcycles have like turned into the parking lot, and the guys, individuals have gotten, one of them has gotten off the motorcycle, and a couple have gotten out of the van, and they seem to be going up the stairs in the
Are
building.
we still being followed?
By one of the vans,
By one
yes.
of the
There were
vans.
2 vans, 2 motorcycles.
I say over the comm link, Crommy, you've got 2 motorcycles and a van worth of HTR coming at you. Hurry up.
Don't freak out or anything. Just play it cool.
Move your troll ass.
Sharky.
Sharky hasn't been asked to do anything yet, so he's still floating alongside me. He's in the van. He's materialized, but he's not doing anything.
Taking
But
up space in this
he-
really crowded van.
he sort of looks over at me, and through our mind link, he says to me, "They called your magic paltry."
Is all
Is that
everyone
what we're
hears.
hearing?
Yeah.
I say back.
Sharky looks quizzically at Elsie.
And I'm like, oh, I said it wrong.
your shark isn't very good. Okay.
Until I request a service from him, he can't act.
Okay.
Or he won't act.
He won't act. Perfect. All right. You didn't request a service on you. Never mind.
I didn't. I was focused on other things.
All right.
It's a simple action for me to do that. So
The vehicle continues to chase after you. So we're in a handling environment. So you got to at least spend a turn to keep control of the vehicle.
Yep.
And it is now Cromwell's turn.
All right, I'm in a maze, a dark maze of hallways.
Basically.
Uh,
To see whether or not you get out, I would like you to roll a logic and intuition. And we will see.
Can I get help from Dr. Kim?
How nicely do you ask, Dr. Kim?
Well, it says, look, chum, you're the figure outer. If you wants to hurry this up to get to your patients, you might give me a little help. As you said, I'm pretty dumb.
Roll your negotiation.
Charisma
none of this
-1.
is helping.
I critical glitched.
Like unfortunately, while you were doing that, the way you're like carrying Dr. Kim has like his head like pressed against you, so he can't actually hear. So all you just heard was you saying, "You're really dumb. You're really dumb." So he's like, "Fuck you."
Oh, scientists. All right, I'll figure my own way out. You said it, what, check?
Logic and intuition.
Don't critically glitch this one.
You do have that point of edge.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need that to stay alive. 2 hits.
2 hits. Okay. You spend your first minute just being completely lost, or your first turn just being completely lost. So currently, you are no closer to getting out, and that is what you did on your turn.
All right.
You are still in the maze of hallways.
The other thing I want to do, and I'm not sure if I can do it simultaneously as moving or not, is call for the motorcycle to come alongside the building.
Is it like a wireless
Yes.
a link? It should be.
It can go on the street and parking lot grid. It can't go off grid like that.
It's probably a free action if it is like has a wireless link to your comm.
Yeah.
So I will allow you to do that. Where are you hoping to get the motorcycle to? Around here? Is this your objective?
There are windows on the northwest side in those rooms, if I recall.
They're also coming up, from what you know, they're coming up this set of stairs into the building.
I mean, Cromwell doesn't even know where he is.
Fair point.
So he's aiming for probably the northwest side, which is originally where he's hoping to get to.
Somewhere along here.
He figures the lobby is going to be very visible. He's hoping he can go out the side of the building there a little less visibly.
Okay. All right. Elsie.
I would like to maintain driving the vehicle.
So there are also some vehicle actions that you can do, like you can speed up. So right now you're at a close range, and you can extend that range by taking a breakaway action, where you will roll reaction plus your vehicle skill to try and like speed up your vehicle and make it go faster, so you can get farther away from the van that's chasing you.
Great. Let's do that. Yeah, I decide, you know what, I really don't want to get in a scrap with HDR, so.
Really? That's so smart of you.
Okay.
How many?
1.
Yeah, that's not enough.
So I go to hit the gas really hard, but you know, I didn't adjust the seat when I got into the van, and I'm only about 5'2", so my foot just kind of slips and doesn't really hit the way I intended.
Okay, that's disappointing. All right. Brings us up to the top, Mordecai.
I'm going to delay until Sharky's turn.
Okay. Fang.
Oh! Fang's got this. Bullets and cars don't really mix. But you know what bullets do mix really well with? Glass. So I'm gonna do a call shot to the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Fang is learning. And she's probably gonna yell that, "Fuck your glass." So I lose a lot of dice, guys, though, because a called shot. Yeah, we're gonna see if that Citadel happens.
Well, I mean, the gun goes off, right?
Yeah. 3 hits. Roll.
This many dice.
Oh.
Yeah, nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Boy.
Like you managed to just go ching, ching, ching. None of it hits the glass. Like every single bullet lands not on the glass.
They have a really magic car. Mordecai, make their car way less magic.
Speaking of, the car is going to attack you. So Elsie, try to get less hit by their cannon blast.
Okay. So I'm rolling a
Distraction and intuition.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Heck
reroll
yeah.
Those. I don't like that sound.
Oh, no, good.
Careful with the heck yes.
How many hits? 6. Yes. Okay, next one. Perfect. So you need to resist the van. So you don't have the stats on Mainframe's van.
It's a lot.
It's probably, we'll assume it is similar, and it's got 30 armor. So roll 30 dice minus 6 dice. So roll 24 dice.
I have that many
I'll
dice
it's
out.
good. It's good. I'm gonna
How
roll 10
much
then. I'll roll 10
damage?
then.
You
Okay,
resist.
and I'll roll, let's see. 24, right?
This is 10 right
Roll
here.
24. You're trying to resist
Okay, I'll roll
16
14.
damage.
All right, you do your thing.
Oh crap. It's fine.
I could have done it.
You could have done it.
Wow. That's a lot of not hits.
It's cool.
It's cool, guys.
I've got 7.
8.
Okay, 8. So you guys resist 8 of the 16 damage. So the van takes 8 damage, which I'm guessing its condition monitor is somewhere around 18. So it's probably
Okay. I'll make
8
a
out of
little
18.
note.
So, how upset is Mainframe gonna be?
Oh, real fucking pissed.
So
Like,
we'll get it fixed.
Is she-
We'll keep her under until we get it fixed, okay?
like, she's like, no, I love my
We said
van.
it was 8 damage
I love
and
my
18.
van.
Yeah. So,
On those that go does discount repairs.
is he a vet?
No, he's a grocer.
Now it is Sharky's turn.
I turn to Sharky and I say, let's do this. And I throw open the door of the van.
Okay, you're in the front,
I know.
so it is gonna
Oh,
be
believe
a
me, I-
complex action for you to get to the back
no,
of the van.
side-
No, the side door.
Oh, the side. Okay,
The
that
passenger
Great,
door.
Great.
I throw open the door of the van. Sharky leaps out of it, and I leap onto Sharky. And he is my steed as we go sailing up and around this other van. And I believe now is when.
Yeah. No, you can't do this if you're not wearing the onesie.
Never-ending story.
Elsie is
We are
like just
pissed as
realizing what the hell is going on. She's trying like
I'm
not
gonna
to.
say riding
Her eyes
Sharky
up.
is a complex action that you take on this turn.
Oh yeah.
Great,
No, that's
okay.
fine.
Okay.
This is our both of our initiative pass.
All right. And with that, you see the like 2 more turrets on the van open up and like pan up to you. So both of you are being fired upon.
Oh my
So
God.
each of you.
We're
can
moving
dodge.
fast, so.
You are. Yes. There are also guns,
Yes, I understand. So what?
Stay alive.
What do we roll?
reaction, and intuition.
All right.
You do
You
get
can do it, Mordecai.
a plus to your defense if you're in if you're a moving vehicle.
Yes.
Counts.
So you get another 2 dice to roll.
You need it.
Well, I'm good.
I don't like those hits. I like those hits. How many did Mordecai get on his defense test?
Mordecai got. Sorry, this is.
Did you need some help?
Mordecai got 4 hits.
Okay. Mordecai successfully dodges the barrage of bullets. How many hits did Sharky get?
Sharky got 6 hits.
I'm gonna re-roll some of my misses against Sharky. Sky Sharky will be shot upon! Alright, that's how many hits I wanted. Alright, so Sharky needs to resist 9 physical damage, armor piercing -2. He does have significant
He's-
amounts of
he's-
natural resistance, but if it is above his armor rating, which I believe it is because he is 8, still needs to resist it. He'll take half.
Actually, his armor is 16.
Okay. then
So, and he has immunity to normal weapons.
yes,
so-
but that's what I'm saying. The immunity the weapon have to exceed. Good to know. They're gonna start firing the cannon at him.
But it's not at us.
Because that's true. It's true. It's only at the flying shark. Cromwell.
All right, like a minotaur in a maze. I continues to try to find my way out, and I just make sort of snide comments, like passive aggressive, like, sure, it would be nice if I was smarter, if there was someone who could help me find my way
I
through.
can't hear you properly.
All right, sorry. I was just saying I'm a little bit lost here.
All right.
Look, Dr.
Fine,
Grunty.
I'll help you. All right. So, I really his logic and intuition.
How come every scientist we meet is really like attitudey?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can add another 4 hits to your
Naughty.
4 dice to
Nice.
your
To my massive.
your logic and intuition. You know, maybe if you'd asked me nicely, I would have used some of my edge to make that roll higher, but you didn't. So the GM's being a bitch.
It's because my charisma's as low as this scientist, apparently. And I get 5 hits.
The reason is because when you make a scientist, you put a lot of stats in logic and intuition, and not a lot in charisma.
My charisma's low, and
5
I'm
hits.
perfectly pleasant.
Cromwell manages to extract himself from the maze of corridors and patient rooms and finds himself along what he believes to be the northwest wall. So there's like a series of doors, but you see like glass in the doors because they have like that thing that you can see through in a door, and you can see a window beyond that.
All right, I tries the first door I find.
You are gonna have to punch your way through on the next turn.
All right.
All right, and that brings us to Elsie.
All right. So I spent my turn maintaining driving.
So if you're taking a driving action, that is maintaining driving. So like you're doing a vehicle handling, or you
Right.
just like control the
So
vehicle.
that's all done.
So you're good.
I'm
you
good for a while.
Until the next combat turn. You
Yeah.
could also attempt to break away again. Like there's no or something else. I can tell you what other vehicle actions you have available to you, but most of them involve getting the van into the other van to cause damage.
Yeah, we're not doing a battering ram kind of
No,
thing
no,
with
you
this
don't wanna
many
ram
people in
them?
the. It's a lot of people in the van. I don't want to. Not everybody's wearing seatbelts.
None of us are wearing
So-
seatbelts.
I'm only like
0% of us are wearing seatbelts.
I'm wearing a seatbelt.
Sorry,
Thane,
10% of us.
you have edge.
What to do? I'm gonna try to break away again.
Okay.
What did we say that was? That was
Reaction and vehicle handling.
yeah. Great. Thank you.
Sky Sharky.
I need to get you a set of wings that you can wear, so you can designate Sky Sharky versus regular Sharky.
He has like 3 other forms.
Yeah,
so-
but so far these are the 2 we've seen.
May
We
I,
haven't even seen all of them yet.
may I recommend a feather boa instead?
Oh. 4.
You succeed. So with 1 net hit, or actually 2 net hits, you manage to get to a long range. So you are now no longer in a short or medium range. You're like about 50 meters away from them.
Great.
So you're still in the chase. If you can break away again, they have to try and catch up to you. But otherwise, they're out into long range.
Great. So as I'm like breaking away, I kind of yell back at Fang like, "Hey, you want some toys?"
Always.
And I'd like to. I won't toss it because that's not
There's
safe.
a lot of people
Right.
in the back of the
I
van.
turn to the one nearest to me and I say, "Hey, pass this back." And I hand the person nearest me a grenade.
This is great.
Yes. I fast or
That's the fact they were like, do you want me to use this?
no. I do enjoy that you know
or
this one.
you die. Okay. So Fang, you will have a grenade on your next turn.
At first,
Mind you're like 50 yards away from them, so.
yeah, but at first glance, when I look at this, what kind of grenade is it?
Oh, it's a high explosive grenade.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Many of those. So many.
I'm really
of those.
glad
And
Elf didn't pull the
it is Fang's turn.
Oh, okay. So here's what I'm seeing right now.
You don't have to use them.
I know I'm amazing at throwing. It is just out of, Cyber Orc's range. So Fang's like, and like, I'm gonna delay. If they get closer, we know.
Okay. So you're not going to do anything on this turn? Great.
No, I'm delaying.
You're delaying.
Until if the car gets closer. Or the end of the board.
All right, they are actually going to take another shot, this time at Sharky, with their much more high-powered weapon.
Oh.
So Sharky can dodge.
Oh, he is.
Using edge. Edge. Edge.
I have no edge.
You do.
I do. I have my own.
Fang has another point of edge as well.
Sharky just goes back to the water plane if he gets killed, but Mordecai goes to the highway
The
plane.
Deadland.
For the
Don't
record,
mention
I
that.
still do
We
have a
don't mention
levitation spell on myself through my sustain through my.
We don't mention that.
So how many hits did Sharky get?
He got 7. He gracefully sweeps around the cannon fire, whilst Mordecai stands astride his 2 wings, squinting down at the puny van, and he mutters, "We'll see who's paltry."
All right, the van is going to try and get closer to you guys, and they succeed. they are now, so Fang can go. They are now within about 5 meters of you.
Oh, well, then it's within throwing range.
Be very
How do
careful.
you throw a grenade?
It's
What?
throwing weapons plus agility.
Oh, okay.
I like to think Fang is saying that
I'm
at the
gonna
comm
get
link.
the scatter
and we're all
charge
hearing it.
out.
Wait, you do know that 5 meters away it's going to hit you. And
That's
everyone
fine.
in the back of the van,
We got a door.
including the patient.
Too close.
Also, just so you know, there is a chance if you don't get 3 hits on this, then it scatters, and there is a chance that it scatters back into the van.
Where?
Hold this. Guys, I'm just gonna shoot. It's 5 meters away.
Shoot the window out.
I'm
and
gonna
then-
call
and
shot
then you
to
can
a
throw
window.
the grenade
I'm
in.
hoping I get a really big bonus because it's literally 5 meters away. How can I miss with bullets?
No, it's this. You don't get the bonus.
Bang.
You actually have a -2 penalty because you are firing from a moving vehicle.
Oh,
Yeah. And it's not mounted on the vehicle.
I'm definitely going to still call.
Shoot 'em, bang.
Definitely gonna call a shot to the windshield. I hope they see that I'm just like, They see my face. I hope they memorize it as I shoot out their windshield. 3. So that's great. College shots are hard, guys.
Yeah.
Nope. Shot does not hit the windshield again.
Do I get a bonus to trying my best at the same target repetitively?
No.
Good hustle.
Good try though.
Good
try.
hustle award.
Good try.
Yeah. Okay, we need a new plan.
They're going to take a shot at Mordecai this time with one of their turrets.
All right. I'm going to go full defense
Okay.
and roll another 7. Ah, damn it.
I lose the shark.
6.
Okay, you succeed in dodging. Mordecai does not get hit.
My initiative
Yes.
goes down by 10.
You you are now out of actions.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
figured
magic.
that was the case.
Um,
But I'm alive
you are alive.
for the next
Cromwell.
for 3 seconds.
All right. I punches through the door. I'll just headbutts my way through it.
You succeed.
All right.
It's not it's just a like waiting patient room door. It's not desperately complicated.
I stuff some pieces in my pockets for Oz, and then I goes to the window.
I'll let you punch your way through the window too.
All right, I punches through the window.
Cromwell has punched his way through a door and a window, and there is 6 stories. That was the 7th floor, so you are 6 stories above, and you see your motorbike is like. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Are there
My motorbike is like.
on the way down? Is it just like a smooth wall, or are there ledges I could stop on?
There's ledges like outside, just small ones by the windows. So yeah, you could attempt to balance on them. Not like a pigeon would be comfortable on the ledge, but not a troll.
What about a very acrobatic troll?
Depends on how well he rolls his acrobatics.
All right. I'll use his wall running. If I have movement left. If not, I'll do this next time.
No. You. No, I'm gonna say you've spent a lot of time labyrinth wandering. All right. Another shot is aimed at Sharky.
Jesus Christ. God, it's just a huge flying shark and a dwarf on top of him.
Yeah. We're spending some of that. Fang has another point of edge.
Okay, yeah, okay, we're gonna just use that.
This would be like something to use on that grenade throw.
Oh, you think I'm using a grenade?
How many hits did Sharky get?
Got 9.
Ah!
It was a luckier than normal roll.
I know.
Sharky dives and swoops.
Yep.
Elsie is watching from the van being like, that is
Sharky,
so awesome.
It's Sharky's turn.
Sharky narrows his shark eyelids into slits and fires lightning bolts from them at the van. You heard me.
This is what happens.
This is 2 hits.
Yeah, Sharky misses.
Damn. You should not have missed that. That was not as good a roll.
No, it's like he used all of that on its defense. Ha! Ha! There.
Great. I'm tired of this van. Fang just like looks at the gun and like throws it down and kicks open the van.
Patience is like, ow!
Yeah, probably in their lap. I'm gonna kick open the van. I'm gonna jump because it's a 5-meter gap onto the HTR. So tired of this.
You realize you're not coming back from that.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna grab onto the windshield. Super cool stuff.
Next week is rescuing Fang from the prison/infirmary.
Let's do it.
Or from a smudge on the road.
Yeah.
This is a very bad one.
What even is the jump onto a moving vehicle? You're gonna take a -2 to whatever this is.
Sure.
That's generous.
Because you were jumping
It's
from a
fine,
moving vehicle
Pete.
onto a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
And
Before I roll, tell me what my roll is.
it's gonna be gymnastics. Gymnastics skill plus agility. -2 for rolling from a
I
moving
would
vehicle.
roll 3, so
I'm gonna point out I have not told you what the threshold of this test yet is, and I'm not going to. So how many dice
It's-
would you roll?
Easy stuff is a threshold of 3, which is all your dice.
okay.
Do it.
Yes.
Then gotta throw the grenade at the car.
Okay, no, it's fine. You just jump onto the moving vehicle.
Still gonna do something. It's fine.
Did you just intentionally come up with a worse idea so we would not try to stop you from throwing the
Yeah,
grenade?
I think so. This is how Fang like looks at me like, no, and just chucks the grenade at the car. If you'd like, I'd like to actually aim it at the top of the car where I assume the cannon is.
Yeah, you could do that.
Called
Yeah.
shot to the cannon.
Oh, like throw it lightly so that it's a little bit.
So this is the nice part about a grenade is you say where you want it to land.
Yeah.
And then if you get 3 hits on your test, then it lands where you want it to.
Yeah.
I have 2 edge.
Fewer than 3
I have
hits.
3 edge.
Okay.
So I got 1. So I'm gonna use a point of edge, and my orc instincts are gonna be like release it at a slightly different part. Nope. So I got 2.
Okay, so it doesn't land where you want it to, which is on the top of the
Right.
van. So then we go to our scatter chart.
Okay, this is
It
fine.
does land.
I'm really glad I opened the door before this happened.
Would you like to roll the 2d6?
I would.
Okay, so roll 2d6 and tell me, and add them together. Tell me what that is.
No.
6.
Good.
Oh, phew.
So it goes forward at an angle rather than back at
This
you.
is great.
That's pretty good. And then we'll find out how many meters in that goes in that direction. So roll another 1d6.
Oh, 1. A 6.
6.
This
So
is
it
actually
goes
probably the best possible
better
outcome.
than-
4 meters beyond the van. So it's gonna land just behind the van.
But they will still hurt the van.
It will explode. The van will have to resist some of that damage.
I'm the best.
Oh my god.
Your bad
You're gonna
roll made
kill
up for
us.
your bad judgment. It may have been the correct thing to do.
So many dice. Okay.
Oh man, that was.
Thanks, Elsie.
Elsie's really stressed out.
Just drive the van. Don't look back.
I'm giving you like a flashbang or something that
Great.
not so destructive.
Cool. The van takes a little bit of damage to the back of the van.
Papa. That's for you, big
It's
Papa.
like slightly singed, a little bit bent, and like a small piece of the hubcap has come off the back tire.
Another one.
It is Cromwell's turn.
Good job.
All right, Dr. Grumpy. Do you want to climb down yourself, or do you want to ride on my back?
Do I look like I'm good at climbing?
He gets to ride on your back? I'm saying over the comlink, who is riding on your back?
Drive the van.
No, I asked earlier and you said no. Who is riding on your back?
It's some grumpy scientist guy.
Bang, I think the chat room really wants you to make stupid decisions because they gave you another point of edge.
Oh, good. Yes.
If he's not with me polite, then I just runs down.
It's not polite, this is a genuine question.
I was gonna nicely lower him down if he wanted, but no, he wasn't that impolite. I'll give him credit. He's still Dr. Grumpy though. Dr. Grumpy and I run down the wall using wall running, and I can make it. We'll make it 7 meters down, so a couple of stories, and I stomp on a ledge.
All right. And with that, everyone rolls their next initiative.
Yes. I'm ready for this.
Ah, jeez. Ugh.
Really? Cromwell.
18.
Ooh. Cromwell, what has happened to you? Elsie.
11, which I'm happy about.
It's not 0. Bang.
Yeah.
22.
Oh, so low. Mordecai.
31 for myself and 30 for Sharky.
Pretty good on max. All right, Mordecai, you're up first.
I spy the van and I say, paltry magician. And I cast a force 5 ball lightning, and I'm targeting all of the parts of the van, so like the cannons and the van itself.
You're saying you're hitting the van with your ball lightning. It is
Yeah,
not
I don't know
called
if the weapons track separately or.
those would be called shots.
Okay, well it's an area of effect spell, so they would, if they can take damage, they're hit by.
And I defend against this normally, correct?
No, actually, it's like tossing a grenade. It's just threshold.
Great.
3, but there'll be resist. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Okay.
So the net hits are 3, which means the van, which means it's 7 armor piercing 4 electrical damage. So everything. So it's also 50% of that is matrix damage
Yeah.
as well. So
So wait, so it's 7 damage total.
7 armor piercing,
7 armor piercing.
4. Or
How much
sorry, 5.
damage?
7 armor piercing 5, 3 matrix damage.
7 damage, armor piercing -5,
Yeah.
3 matrix damage
Yes.
that I resist separately. So a matrix damage, if I resist all of the initial 7 damage, change break to you. It does. Wait, what do I resist with? Is the question. Is it body and armor, like as normal?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then it does. So it doesn't take any of the matrix damage.
It does,
It does lose 5 to its initiative score.
and a -1 to.
I don't really know how that works when it's being piloted by someone else that didn't take any damage.
They lose
takes-
that score.
Some initiative.
Yeah.
Negative. Doesn't help you guys a whole lot. Alright. Sharky.
Sharky is going to try his lightning roll again, and I realized I didn't roll the correct dice on it last time. It's actually 19 dice.
That's a lot more dice. You should probably roll 19 dice instead.
And this time it's 7 hits.
7. No. Not okay. Not an okay number. It's a miss.
Sharky keeps circling around the band.
HDR is the worst.
Yes!
They are the worst. And
right,
you
we should avoid
and you
them.
was about to jump onto the van.
Yes!
I would do more damage than the grenade.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot a Sharky.
Like easily get you back.
No, I would be down like the grenade.
They are shooting Sharky. No, not okay. Thank you for all of this Edge Shadowrun. Really appreciate it. How many hits did Sharky get?
7.
It's fine.
Ah!
It's fine. It's fine.
This is the biggest deal maker.
Hate Sharky right now. Banish Sharky. Thanks.
Force 8 Sharky.
Okay.
Wasn't easy to summon.
Hey, Elsie, your gun's back here, yeah?
Yeah. You
Okay.
want my gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
So literally, I'm assuming the gun is all laid out. Like just rips
keep it
off.
on back,
Oh.
and so I have to like get it out, and like I turn to the elf near me. I'm like, "Hey, pass this back."
I don't think it's gonna get there on this turn, Claudia. So you're gonna get it on the next turn. You can delay until
I'm gonna delay
the end
until
of the
I get it.
initiative.
I'm gonna delay until I get it because I need that.
Cromwell.
I'm now 4 stories up.
Yep.
But Dr. McGrumpy's kind of squishy, so I'll just run down another. Do I see anybody below me?
Nope.
Like HTR looking. All right. Then I continues running down as sneaky as you can when you're a giant troll running down a wall, using magical powers you got from a giant space bear.
And concealment that you still have from a Force 8 Shark.
Right.
It helps a lot.
5. So
Probably
I'll make
avoided
it.
triggering a lot of things with that.
I'll make it another 5 meters.
Alright.
Um,
You know you have your full movement back now because it's a new combat turn.
Right, but wall running just lets me make it a certain amount each time
Okay.
before I have to find a ledge to stick to. So 5 meters, another couple of stories, so I should be like 2 or 3
I mean,
meters.
if you want to free fall, you can also do that.
Do I feel like I could land so the squishy scientist lands on top of me and I take the brunt of the damage?
Probably, yeah.
Let's get risque.
I'm 3 meters up now. My agility is higher than normal, so right, I will. I'll just run down and try to turn and do a roll protecting the
Okay.
scientist.
So actually, free fall is body plus the free fall skill.
Right.
So that's what you roll.
Which I have trained up. You're right, that's body though, so
You have a lot of body.
Yeah.
So I will set the threshold of my mind. You're 3 stories up? 3 stories. Great. Okay.
yep. I mean, normally I can go this far without taking more than a couple of in-game
So, yeah.
terms physical ticks. If I think I'm going to take more damage than that, I wouldn't free fall.
No, I don't. I mean, it's what each story is. You're probably like 15 meters or so up. So I think
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
All right. You manage to land relatively gracefully. You need to resist 5 physical damage.
5 physical. I can do that. That would
But
just
you
be-
manage to definitely like you land and sort of smash into the ground, and like the doctor's like, "Hey, that's bouncy."
I assume my ballistic shield probably does not come into play here.
No, not unless you
1, 2, 3, 4.
like
All
not
this-
unless you Captain America did. If you like curled up behind your shield and landed on the shield as you
I'll
were
tell you
falling
what,
through the sky.
I don't need to, but I do that anyway, just for the fun of it.
Yeah. And then you kind of have him tucked under like your other arm, ballistic shield. So Captain America the Troll lands on the ground
All right then.
right next to your Harley. Elsie.
Great. I would like to break away again
Yeah, that seems
Um,
really smart.
because we need to get the hell out of
It's
here.
funny how that movement skill that you have.
I used my service.
Yep. You did.
5.
5. Awesome. So your net hits are 3, so you actually get all the way out to an extreme distance. You're close to 100 or so meters away from them.
Great.
Oh, fuck.
All right, that brings us to Fang, finally.
Okay. Fang is literally just be like, jump, jump. Like,
You have the rifle now.
I know. Which is the only thing stopping Fang from jumping at the van that is now 100 feet away. Okay. So
It's gonna take meters. 100 meters. That is 300 feet. Football field.
Gonna aim up the shot. It's gonna call a con shot on one of its tires.
Smarter.
Do I get a bonus because the gun is on the car?
No, it is not physically attached to the car. But I'll say you only take a 1 penalty to it because you're trying to stabilize it.
That's right. Strike that shit.
I mean, we're gonna try.
Yeah.
Ha!
That's bad.
3.
Your net hits are 1.
I'm like looking out the window.
14 piercing.
Mike
Minus
gets to
4.
you. 14 damage, 4 armor
tire.
piercing.
Yeah.
It's not 14 armor piercing, 4 damage. So I'm gonna roll this many dice. Yeah, that's probably. The van seems to like swerve slightly to the side. The tire is not completely blown out, but it's definitely seems to have slowed it down a little bit.
Boom goes the dynamite!
From a sniper? It's an Ares Roadmaster. It's not just any armored van. It is the armored tank of armored vans.
I just handed her an Ares Desert
Yeah,
Strike.
exactly. Ares knows exactly how to defend against their own weapon.
Ares.
Elsie, I'm buying myself one of these. This is amazing. I felt it.
Mordecai.
Gonna try it again. Gonna try it a little stronger this time. Gonna do a force 6 ball lightning. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So that's 8 armor piercing 6, negative 6. Still nothing.
No, I'll roll it this time.
Oh, how gracious.
Yeah, nothing.
This is the worst. Ah, the head con.
Resist the damage from
This is. Wait, it's my turn again?
No, Sharky.
Go, Sharky, go.
Sharky's gonna take another crack at it. Fires off his lightning. He's gonna fire off his lightning again. 6, 7, 8 hits.
8 hits. What do I defend this one against? It's just.
This one is it's a normal ranged attack.
Your net hits are You got 8 hits. Your net hits are 4.
So it's 20 electrical damage, armor piercing -8.
Okay.
And that's also going to be 10 matrix damage.
Use that to
Peace.
reroll
Ah!
some of this.
The lightning arcs from Sharky's eyes.
How much damage was it?
20 armor piercing -8.
Okay. It seems to be like you see a couple of sparks going off of it, and the 2 guns on the side are like seem to be fritzing. The top cannon is still okay.
Nice. Nice hit there.
Sharky lets out a roar.
Is it like
The van is
R2?
gonna try and attack Sharky. Firing said cannon, that still works. I'm gonna hit Sharky!
No, you're not.
Need more edge for this.
Don't.
Sharky is going full defense to add another.
That's gonna put Sharky here.
Is full defense for Sharky like a barrel roll?
Something like that. It's 10.
Fine. Sharky's fine.
Sharky majestically barrel rolls, and with the power of my levitation spell, I stay glued to his body as he does it.
Everything's fine. Cromwell. Oh, wait, actually, first the van's gonna try and catch up.
Don't do it, man.
And it does not. Kind of fritzing a little bit.
So are they getting away then?
Currently, you guys are escaping. Currently, you're still at a within their range. Cromwell.
Right then, I'll get on the motorcycle with Dr. Grumpy. I'll take a -1 for having an extra passenger. No one's here just yet.
Not yet.
So I do move, and I use the rest of my turn to put a plastic restraints on his ankles.
Of course. Great. Maybe there's a reason why doctors don't like you, and scientists are grumpy around you, because you're mean to them and restrain them.
All I did was knock him out, put him on the operating table, threaten to perform surgery on him, put him on my back, run through a maze, make him run down a building, tie him up, and put him on a motorcycle.
I can think of no reason why he's angry at you
Is
right
he
now.
crying it?
0 reasons. No, he's fucking pissed.
Okay.
No one will like you, Dr. Grumpy, if you don't have better patient
Dr.
relations.
Kim! And I wasn't hired for my bedside manner.
Oh, I could tell.
All
So he
right.
has to go to bad doctor training.
Elsie.
I would like to break away.
Floor it! Floor it.
At least that's what I'm attempting to do. Okay. 3.
You make it. That one last segment. You are pull outside of their range. They could continue to try and catch up with you, but I'll give Fang and Sharky their last turns, and then I'll cinematic us out of this. Fang,
I really like this gun.
you take another shot.
Oh yeah, I'm totally.
That's a sniper.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Exactly
it's a
how
really
far
good
away
gun.
are we from
Yeah.
the gun? Now you
You're
get
gonna
it,
take
right?
a -1 to
It's
your.
50, 350, 800,
Yeah, because
1,500.
you're beyond 150 at this point,
Okay.
so you're in the second range.
So, I'm gonna try to shoot the car.
Okay.
So it's not a
Called shot.
call shot. So I actually have dice.
So you only take away
Well,
2 dice.
No.
One because you're in a moving vehicle, and one because it's in a farther range.
Yep, and then one because I'm still stunned.
Wait, do you have cyber eyes with magnification?
Yeah.
They can undo that range so you actually.
So you only take -2 dice to your pool.
You can't cry, but you can.
You can't.
I don't need to cry.
Cry on the inside.
I cry on the inside. Oh, 4.
I do the thing.
Oh, and it's a -2. Because she fires like 3 bullets consistently. And it's a -3.
Misses.
Mordecai, let's get out of here. Let's fuck this van. I mean, not literally. That's
Forget it.
Mordecai, or Sharky, what does Sharky do?
Sharky fires one last laser beam, not laser beam, lightning beam. Although lasers would be fun. Ooh, that's good. 12.
And that hits her too. Really well.
So that's
Unfortunate.
that's 18 electrical armor piercing minus 8.
I'm like giving you this thumbs up. Both of you.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, Sharky sails off after.
So the van, seeming slightly singed and a little less shiny than it was before, is going to kind of trail back. You guys managed to blaze off into the distance with your van full of patients. As you around the corner on the building, you hear some shouts behind you. They'll take a few shots at you, but most of them were in the building already. One of them tries to fire through the window, but you swerve and avoid. And Dr. Kim grumbles more. And as you are in the van, the two of the conscious patients, one of them just starts quietly crying, and the other one screams very loudly, "Fuck you! This is your fucking fault." And with that, we will take a short break and find out what they're mad about when we return.
God!
It's okay.
We can't do anything
Everything's
right.
fine.
You can do so many things right,
No,
but I can do them more right.
I can't.
It's like that anything you can do, I can do better.
I want to jump on a car with my soul.
Anything you can do, I can recreate the whole world around you and change the circumstances.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're still on. Where are you going?
Okay, so I just sit here and talk to you, and this thing is recording everything I say? Right, okay. So, my name is Mordecai, and I'm a magician. Licensed magician. Perfectly legal, registered, metahuman, dwarf magician. Okay. So your viewers want to know about the astral world. Well, I guess if I were to describe it, I'd say, okay, if you've ever gone swimming in a radioactive lake and you open your eyes underwater, all of the fish and plant life are glowing a bright green, but everything else is dark and blurry and out of focus, and well, that's kind of what it's like to see the astral world. Well, I mean, you're not really seeing it, well, not with your eyes anyway, but it's like seeing, kind of. When I perceive the astral world, the regular world starts to fade into the background, and I can make out the auras of living things, as well as less tangible stuff like emotions, health and sickness, and magic. Well, now magic, that stuff shows up on the astral plane. We see most auras are just like reflections or shadows cast from the real world and kind of have a dull glow to them. But magic, it actually exists on the astral plane and is bright and rigid and gleaming like polished quartz. All things magical, from spells to foci, have astral forms that are pretty hard to miss. When it comes to mundane people in electronics, I'm pretty good at hiding myself with magic, but make no mistake, once I've cast spells on myself or activated my foci, well, then the jig is up to anyone who's astrally perceiving in my direction. Now, it's not something most people can do, so I'm pretty good at slipping by unnoticed most places, but it's a risk I take whenever I do infiltration jobs. The astral world also has stuff on it that doesn't normally exist in the regular world, which can mean a few things. Well, but usually we're talking about spirits. Nobody actually knows where the spirits come from, and if they tell you they do, they're definitely lying. Of course, most people never even notice spirits, because spirits are in the astral world and they tend to like staying there, and well, things that are strictly in the meat world don't affect things that are strictly in the astral world and vice versa. Well, a spirit could be passing through you right now on the astral plane, and well, all you would feel is a tingling in your spine or maybe a brief chill run through you, and well, odds are you wouldn't even notice it if you weren't paying attention for it. But the moment a magical meat creature like yours truly starts perceiving the astral world, well, I become what's called dual-natured, which means I can now both hurt and be hurt by things in the astral world, so yeah, it can be dangerous. Well, and spirits likewise can materialize in order to do damage in the real world, but when they do, they too become vulnerable to things in our world, so they don't tend to do it unless they've been magically conjured and ordered to. Now, if I'm feeling particularly adventurous, I can push all the way through and project my mind into astral space and leave my physical body behind. Now, this isn't something just anyone can do. I mean, other metahumans can perceive the astral world if they're awakened and have the right abilities, but only full-fledged magicians like myself can astrally project. My body goes unconscious when I project, but my mind can move anywhere and just about as fast as I can think of where I want to go. I won't lie, it's pretty sweet. Except there's not an awful lot I can actually do while I'm there other than, well, you know, sniff around at other people's auras and maybe take a blurry look at the physical world. It's like I said, stuff on the astral plane doesn't get to affect stuff in the regular world and vice versa. Well, I mean, I can sort of manifest myself like a ghost if I concentrate hard enough, just so that people can see me and hear me, but that's about it. None of my spells work on stuff that isn't at least partially in the astral plane with me. It's dangerous to be projecting on the astral plane too, because, well, I could get trapped away from my body. Well, I mean, it's not like being confined to my particular body is all that exciting, but it's the only one I've got, and I'm scared to think of what would happen if I couldn't find it again. And anyway, I've probably said too much at this point, but those are the basics of the astral world. If you've got a job for me, let my fixer know. I am very affordable and results are guaranteed. Am I done here?
Welcome back. I hope you had a relaxing and refreshing break. To review where our runners currently are. Fang, Mordecai, and Elsie, and an unconscious Mainframe are in a van, having just escaped the clutches of HTR, and Cromwell also having escaped the forces of HTR that descended upon the Red Blossom Clinic, with the assistance of a very powerful concealment spell and a ornery scientist, because all scientists are ornery, is heading off into the yonder distance. In the van, two individuals began making troublesome noises. One of them quietly sobbing behind Elsie, and the other one yelling belligerently at Fang, "Fuck you, this is your fault. I knew I shouldn't have come with you."
I can't believe you'd say that. I just shot a van to make sure you survived. Sit down. Shh.
They're going to continue yelling louder.
So I need you guys to quiet down for a minute. Is that something you're able to do for me?
So go ahead and roll your negotiation.
I'm gonna close the door while that happens. Still wind.
Blowing through the open doorway.
Sorry,
No,
I need more dice.
The passenger doorway and the broken window. We have a good cross breeze.
Yeah, it's a solid cross breed.
6.
The one that is sobbing, just sort of takes like they're very quietly crying this time. It's like very different than the one that thought they were gonna. It's the same person who thought they were gonna die, but this time they're just sort of like, and all you hear is, "It was too good to be true. It was too good to be true."
So I'm going to need you to tell me why you're upset and why you're yelling and being angry. And I need you to tell me in a calm and clear manner.
So the one that continues yelling, the volume just keeps getting louder, and they're getting increasingly belligerent, and they're actually gonna like get up and just like start getting in your face and like,
My face.
trying to go towards the door.
Do I?
My
are you
face
guys,
right now.
Have you guys told me any of this?
I mean, our comms are open,
Yeah.
but
I told you we were in the clear.
So I'll hear this over the comm? Mm-hmm. Is there something I should know about your patients, Dr. Grumpy?
Suggest you get me to them as soon as you can. Does anyone in there speak sign language?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
That's probably helpful.
so
Try speaking sign language. It's some kind of magical thing, I think.
this one does not need sign language. Thing's gonna slowly stand up to the one getting in her face.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And she's gonna stab him right next to him or her.
Uh-huh.
In the van, next to the head.
More
Like
damage
this. Because that's how you stab best in a van. And so to try to increase
Mordecai
intimidation roll.
was preparing to calm her with a spell,
No.
but his jaw is just agape instead.
Where is Mordecai now? Because we're still
Yeah.
riding Sky Sharky away from the van.
Sky Sharky delivered him back down to the van, and then instead of just disappearing the way he normally does, because he was so majestic, he sort of like flies off and like vanishes from the inside out, just leaving some feathers that like vanish one at a time.
That's some anime shit. Cromwell, you have another point of edge. Elsie, you have edge. Bang, you have another edge. And Mordecai, you have edge. I should think it's edge, but no. I had to
Okay,
do it
All right.
so
visually.
I attempt to do a trick shot with my katana, stabbing.
Yep.
Then I got 3.
3 hits on your trick shot.
No trick shot, yeah.
All right, so you can add 3 dice to your
Right.
intimidate.
And Fang is gonna speak very quietly, but enunciate very clearly. I need you to sit down until the vehicle stops moving, or we're gonna have a problem because Elsie needs to drive.
I do need to drive.
You do need to drive.
And I'm gonna use a point of edge to re-roll that. And I'm gonna add a little bit more to be like, and I'm getting fussy. And I got 2.
That works all right for you. They're gonna just kind of like freeze as the katana slides past them, and and like sort of slink down and slide down the side of the van, and you just hear them mumble, "I don't fucking know what you said, but fine, fine." And they're still like weirdly loud.
Oh, thank you.
The other one does not seem to be responding to you, Elsie.
Okay.
They're going to quietly sob and continue saying, it was too good to be true. It was too good to be true.
I know.
Oh no! Oh no!
Can you explain to me a little bit more, Elsie? Because I'm not getting it.
You guys!
Anyone like to maybe say roll a perception?
I know! I don't need to! I know exactly what's going on!
Have you? Do you?
I got 2.
Yes, I do! I
perception,
know
please.
exactly what's going on, and that all these elves were here for audio implants because they're deaf, and we just broke out a willing group of people, and I'm gonna roll a perception just to see if I'm correct. Oh, we did a bad thing. I only got 1.
You do notice that the one that is crying, there are no tears coming from their eyes. They had the cyber eyes in them before, but there are no tears coming from their eyes. You can probably surmise that like they can't hear you. They could hear you before. They can't hear you now.
Oh. The Wi-Fi, they need to be, it stopped working. They had their senses and now their senses don't work. We need,
Crommy, we've got a
I'm
whole
still waiting patiently for my turn.
Cromwell!
I kicks the motorcycle in overdrive. I would like to not burn. I'd like to use an edge from the chat room to roll my extra. What's the thing? I get to re-roll 6s.
Push the limit.
And push the limit. Yes.
and don't forget to add your edge dice, the amount of edge you have
Yes.
to your dice pool.
Exactly. I want to push the limit with my pilot groundcraft, which is now 17.
Oh, that's
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I get to re-roll 2. 4 hits.
Okay, your objective in this is to
Get there as fast as
Okay.
possible to get the doctor to them.
so assuming you've kind of decided on some sort of coordinates to meet up, it takes a couple of minutes, but you guys all managed to convene yourself into, we'll say, a parking lot that is closed currently. There is a Shake Shack, a soy Shake Shack that is still lit up with an open sign.
Parking lots, my old nemesis.
Mordecai, help
There
me
is
get,
at least one fire hydrant in the parking lot.
Mordecai, help me get food for me and everyone else. I'm going to need extra hands.
Is Cromwell there yet?
Yes.
Cromwell tears in and grabs the scientist and he says,
I can walk.
and then he carries him and he runs as fast as he can. He's like, you got to help him, Dr. Grumpy. Dr. Kim, whatever.
Do you undo like their foot shackles?
Yes, but I keep plastic restraints, but I'll keep a very close eye on them.
Okay. So as Dr. Kim comes up, the one who was at the back of the van who had been yelling, just like immediately like bolts up and like, Dr. Kim, it stopped working. And Dr.
recording
Kim's
all of
gonna
this.
start signing with them, and they'll start signing back, and they seem to slowly be calming down.
I speak ASL.
So do I. So listening in.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me a your ASL plus whatever your rating is in that, and logic. And roll those.
4 8s.
Great. So Dr. Kim is talking about, I'm sorry something happened because you left. They took care of it.
Oh, God.
You saw like the start of the sign, but then he stopped. They needed to destroy evidence, but I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Just stay calm. he's gonna kind of turn and look at you. Well, you have 8 patients, and at least 4 of them need medical care. So what are you gonna do about this?
So what
What
was
did he say
going?
just now?
Where's the nearest Evo location? It's got medical facilities run by Evo.
It's probably relatively close by.
I say to Dr. Kim, I say, we were told that there was harmful, illegal experimentation going on elves.
Illicit. Not
Yes.
necessarily harmful.
Illicit.
Oh, it's definitely illicit. I don't think that's a bad description of it.
Look, them's got implants that says they can't leave the location. That's not good stuff. We've got to get them to Evo. Evo will fix them up. I'm sure of it.
You're working for Evo? Of course you're working for Evo. Evo, the corp that cares. It's fucking bullshit. None of them actually care. Sometimes people care, but the corps don't care.
He's really grumpy. I forgot to tell you about it. That's why I call him Dr. Grumpy.
My name is Dr. Kim.
Well, then prove it, Dr. Kim. Be more Kim and less grumpy.
That doesn't even make. Never mind.
How about this?
Never mind.
You want
What were you
want
hired
some
for?
help getting them better? We'll take you to Evo. Maybe Evo will take you on.
I'm not the one who needs help. And you're gonna have a damn hard time convincing them when you've got nothing to show for whatever it was you were hired for. I'm pretty sure you
I have everything I need according to the contract.
I'd like to know a little more about what was illicit and what you were doing.
What do you think has happened to these patients?
You approached elves in low-rent og shops. You convinced them that they could get some free, upgrades and whatnot. You lied to them about being taken off-site. You kept them under, transported them to a third location, or I guess in that case, second location that they're unaware of, and experimented on them without any consent or communication with them. That's our understanding of the situation here.
The first half's pretty accurate. I did what I needed to do to help these individuals. I got them what they needed. All
Help
of them
them
needed.
how?
How? I convinced a corporation it was worth their while.
Mordecai, can I talk to you for a minute?
What is it?
He just said part of Shiawase, he knows he works for him. Can you magic his brain so he gives us all the information so I can get it on recorded? We got the location, we got proof there's stuff going on. The only evidence we don't have is exactly who it is working for.
Well, we don't know exactly what it is that he was doing there either, and that's what I'm hoping to get an explanation of.
That's
but
for that's for the bonus. For the job itself, we just need proof of the location that there was research going on. I think they'd like to know it was Shiawase for sure.
All right. I'm going to cast Force 6 Influence on him, and I'm going to use Edge to. Well, actually, let me see what I roll first. But
Okay.
I'm gonna use Edge to break the limit right now. And I'm gonna put the idea in his head that everything will be better for him if he just comes clean about everything.
What's the defense on that?
And that's versus logic plus willpower. And I roll 6s as well, so that's 4 more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits.
Okay. Dr. Kim's gonna kind of sigh. I didn't do anything wrong. I convinced a corporation that it was worth their while to help patients that they wouldn't have given a shit about otherwise. They're poor, they're blind, or they're deaf. They needed cyberware. They weren't able to get it because they couldn't afford it. I'm sure you, and he's gonna look at you, Fang, I'm sure you know how expensive this shit is.
Yeah.
And it's good. I got them not just any old cyberware, I got them straight up Deltaware. The best on the market.
So why would you need to transport them to a secret lab with high security in the middle of the night if you're doing philanthropic
Oh, it's
work?
It might be philanthropic for me, but no corporation thinks that it is. Corporations don't care about people, they care about their bottom line. I managed to convince them that if they had some willing patients, they could do some research, it would be cutting edge, and they'd have a marketable product.
What kind of research?
Cyberware. Bioware. Not Bioware. Cyberware. Cyber ears, cyber eyes. They care specifically about elves. It's an untapped market, and I'll be honest, if you want better information than that, I can get it for you. But you've got to make sure something for me.
So what you're saying is you care very much about elves, but you are the worst project manager I have ever heard of if you're allowing the community at large to just believe that the people's loved ones are just going missing for an open amount of time in which they're not even in contact with them. It looks like a kidnapping.
Elsie, put the
It's
job
what I had
first.
to do.
I have a question. How come you took our friend who wasn't blind or deaf then?
They didn't have to be.
Okay.
I didn't get to set all of the parameters, but we definitely sought them out.
I want to
Anyone
hear.
who was fit the characteristics was eligible for the study.
I want to hear more about what it is you can get for us, and in exchange for what.
I can get you exact technical specifications on both of the cyberware implants.
And what in exchange for that?
Evo needs to promise me some sort of protection from my employer, probably no longer my employer. And they also need to provide replacement cyberware for these individuals who want it. If you can get me that, I'll get you the data.
All right.
These
I think you might be able to talk him into it. But the one thing Evo wanted was reason to have the general public turn on this laboratory. I'd like to burn an edge to do a narrative monologue.
Okay.
And there's a elf with cyber eyes who's crying, right? Mm-hmm. I want to do like a Werner Herzog style narration in the video. I'll walk up and I'll say, these elves, they hope they could see. They hope they could hear. They hope for a better life with Shiawase. But when science turned out to be more myth than reality, reality came in crashing hard. I'm here with you there. What's your name? Can't talk, huh?
Dr.
The feelings are getting to this elf already. Look at the tears in her cyber eyes. Not even real. You hoped you could see. Can you see now?
Oh, the one that's crying? Is that who you're talking
Yes.
to? They legitimately, unless you like make physical contact with them, have no idea that you're there.
I do. I'll put my hand out. You there. I'm sorry to scare you. I know you've been through a rough journey. How do you feel right now?
Hello?
Scared, alone, not even sure.
What do you want?
I want to know how you feel after leaving Shiawase. Did this cyber technology work?
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know who are you?
That's right.
Their volume is getting louder. They're definitely yelling.
That's what Shiawase's done to these people. Duke out.
Duke.
It's a fake
Do you
name.
have an objective with that, or did you want to make a roll?
Yes, I'm trying to collect video for Evo to use to sort of show what these people have gone through.
Yes, you definitely have that.
Yes.
A deaf-blind person now crying.
I would like to put in a call to our contact at Evo.
And I'm gonna go get milkshakes.
And I'm going to
Soy
cast
chunks.
influence on the crying person and try to give them the idea that it's going to be all right.
We have 3 different actions. Mine doesn't need a roll.
Go ahead and
Milkshake roll.
roll your initiative.
Mike, she said
Oh,
it's
roll
closed.
It's open. The shakes.
Yeah. My initiative
Knocking on the
is
door.
20.
No, just you're fine. You go
Oh.
get the shakes. I meant roll your influence.
Oh.
And
We're rolling initiative?
no. All right. Hello. This is Mick Johnson.
Hi. So I wanted to give you
Elsie?
Yes, it's
Elsie,
Elsie of
do you
Infect.
have what you've promised or what you've been hired for?
Yes, we've completed our mission, but there's been a couple small developments. I can provide you with the location of the lab, as
Excellent.
well as blueprints and photographs. What we found was we ended up liberating, I guess you would call it, about 8 elves, but it would seem that they were actually several of them receiving legitimate care for some of the. It's a very odd situation.
That's interesting. Do you care to explain further, or do you have some sort of request? I'm assuming you're either calling to conclude our arrangement or extend it.
We have a Dr. Kim with us, as well as these patients, and unfortunately, they need more care. Some of their cybernetic parts are now not working, leaving them deaf and blind. And so we're not able to just leave them or, back to their normal lives.
While she's doing this, I angrily mutter consent, and I grab her wrist and cast increase charisma on her. And her charisma goes up by 4.
Are you suggesting that Evo should be taking responsibility for another corporation's failures?
You told me you wanted us to liberate some elves. And you told me that you hoped those people would rise up against Shiawase.
It is certainly the intention, but it sounds like you cannot guarantee that.
No. These people aren't ready to rise up. They need help.
If we were to offer them assistance, do you suppose they would be willing to provide testimony against the experiences they had with Shiawase?
Dr. Kim is willing to give you specs on several pieces of cyberware in exchange for the help of getting these patients some help.
Roll a negotiation.
4.
If you are able to provide this data, we will honor that portion of the initial agreement for additional Nuyen compensation. And if you can assure us that both Dr. Kim and these patients will provide sufficient PR support against Shiawase, then Evo promises to live up to its name as the corp that cares and provide adequate care for these individuals.
I will speak with them and see if that's a arrangement that they're willing to do. I would point out, though, that this wasn't actually quite the terms that we agreed to.
How so?
Well, we were told that you really wanted to help the people involved. If I was to understand the true meaning of this mission, it was not so much to liberate these people, but people being assets to Shiawase. That was the whole point, rather than having, I don't know, a humanitarian bent.
Are you suggesting we shouldn't provide them assistance? Because that's certainly
No.
easier for us.
I'm just saying, in the future, if we do business again, I would like to know what the goals and objectives are of the mission specifically.
We stated ours clearly. We want to provide negative PR for Shiawase, and we believed that this was a route for us to do it. It sounds like it's more complex a situation than we might have originally intended, but we will spin it as only the media can.
Well, I will see what they say and get back to you with their answer.
I look forward to hearing from you.
So I got soy, chocolate, and vanilla shakes. I also got bottles of lightly used water, in recyclable containers because it was cheaper. Because, you know, budgets. I got soy burgers and fries in case some people didn't like soy and were allergic. And this is for you. I got you. No, yeah, don't hate me. I wanted the toy in the child chummer meal. So that's mine.
Okay.
Can I take Dr. Grumpy aside and talk to him?
Everyone gets one, including the one that was grumpy with me. I give them extra fries.
I say, look, Dr. Gumpy, it seems you stood up to your end of the bargain and ended up being an alright chummer. If you want to go with this deal, it's good. If you don't want to go with this deal, I'll support getting you out of here, along with your patients.
I'm a wage slave. I work for Corpse, and I do what I can from the inside. If Evo's willing to offer me employment and offer these patients the help that they need, I'll get you the data. I don't really give a shit about my former employer. I don't really give a shit about a lot of things.
I signed to some of the patients and explained the situation to them and Evo's offer.
Some of them there's only 4 currently that are still awake. The other 2 can have a brutal wake up. So 2 of them have not had any cyberware installed yet. And they're like, sort of like in a situation of, I feel like I'm better off for not having been a part of this, but also I really wanted that sweet, sweet free cyberware.
I say to the 2 of them, you might want to just walk it off.
Just maybe call it quits and
Like, take your burger.
And fries. And sushi.
So they will all acquiesce with it to testifying against or providing comment or evidence about their experiences. Some of them are a little bit more hesitant to like get directly involved, but they're kind of willing to provide sort of a written testimony or like a blur my face, disguise my voice sort of thing. But they will do it when you manage to get through to them. Honestly, though, the one that can neither hear you nor see you is probably going to be a struggle to communicate to.
I give the old signing in the hand.
WAT.
That is an entirely different language. So you're just like W over and over again. Water. Great. Helen Keller that.
Oh, we're all going to help with that.
All right, Huey, turn him. It seems like we just took him out of the beehive and we're putting him in the spiky cave.
That's
From
exactly what I was thinking.
one corp to another, I don't know that we really did any good.
Well, it sounds like they're at least going to get more legitimate cyber implants, so that's something.
Well, because now they're not poor, now they have PR to trade.
Or, you know what? Positive. We got mainframe out.
So do you want the data or not? And also, welcome to the 6th world. It's delightful, isn't it?
Exactly. You guys don't have to try to put some positive spin on it. We're getting paid. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And yes, we want that data.
Well, get me into my office at the clinic, and it's yours.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Did,
I don't suggest going right now. You might want to wait for, normal business hours.
Wait a minute.
And the security.
Do we really need? Do we really need the data?
They said we need the data in order to make the deal.
Look, we could do it pretty quick. We wait a few days, we find a way to get him up to the wall. I cut into his office. We do a smash and grab and we run.
I'm also going to let you know, it's still a medical clinic. People can walk in and out, and other than getting into my door, a presence there's not going to be that suspicious.
Do they know we have him yet? They probably don't.
They probably know.
Well, I'm going to be suspicious regardless, but you're a mage. I'm sure you can do something about it.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I'm just saying, the front door is often less difficult than you think it's going to be.
So you want to walk in during business hours?
There's gonna be a lot less shooty security. I know. That was
Red Blossom still needs to run its clinic. They're not going to shut it down just because of a security incident next door. I also happen to know most of the schedule, being one of the doctors at the clinic.
All right. Well, the risk is all is, right? I mean, we're out the bonus if he doesn't come back.
We're
What do you
out
say?
everything if he doesn't come back.
Who do we send
No,
with
we're
her?
not. We've done the other parts of the mission just fine, including the base part. We got the evidence.
His time at Shiawase is over anyway, so there's no
Really
benefit.
love how much you assume that, so.
Assume what?
The corporation.
That we've done the part of the mission?
No, that that he works for Shiawase. So if you don't work for Shiawase, who do you work for?
Oh, I won't provide you that information until you guarantee the safety of my patients.
Let's go back in.
We'll guarantee the safety of your patients.
Just say I have a pretty good idea of what evidence you have, and you definitely don't have concrete evidence of what corporation was responsible for
I have
this.
it right here of you signing Shia.
She was.
You were working for Shiawa. See, it doesn't even make grammatical sense.
There.
All right, listen. You've been a stand-up elf, so I say we trust him.
Let's go
I
in
intend to be fully cooperative.
Let's go in tomorrow. I will accompany a scientist. They don't know my
How-
face. Oh, they do know my face. I kind of broke the camera. Oh god, that's coming back. Okay, maybe not me.
This may be one of those times where we want a more subtle track. I'm going to suggest that it's Elsie and myself that go in.
I suggest we disguise ourselves as two of the patients in our van.
Huh.
Sounds good to me.
Why?
Cause then
Why would you send someone? There are hundreds of people who go in and out of that clinic who they have no idea who they are. Fine, disguise yourself as a patient. That's not suspicious at all.
What's great is I love pushing your buttons because they're all out there to push. So if you could simmer down on the
Alright.
sass a little bit.
One of the least intelligent groups of people that I have ever encountered.
We are not stupid. Scientists are stupid.
Sure,
okay,
sure we are.
seeing as we're gonna start a fight, here's what I propose. Just plan incoming.
Look, let's.
Oh, good, you're gonna listen to her plan.
Okay, just hear me out. You are upset with all of us. Which one are you least upset with so you'll trust them to stay the night at their house? We're gonna have to go to bed and wake up in the morning. We have to get our rest.
You know what I am most curious about? This is not Dr. Kitten, this is me. Where are you gonna put all these patients?
We have 4 places. I mean, sorry, 3.
Okay,
To
I
be
say.
honest, there's only one place we can go, and that's Mainframe's apartment.
apartment.
All right, so you guys pack up in the van. You manage to get the patients into the apartment with some like guiding.
Wait,
for,
they need
you know.
medical care. Why don't we take them to Eva Medical Facility?
Because they won't take them until we give them evidence and do the deal.
Do any of them
Look,
seem like
None of them
physically
have
hurt?
any money. Like
Do I-
they are all
We have to do the
genuinely do not
deal
have health
first before
insurance.
Yeah.
Do any of them seem physically hurt?
No.
Yeah.
Look.
So they don't seem in immediate danger? Okay.
Yeah, we can make them comfortable for the evening until we get the evidence that we need, and then
Alright. Wait a couple of days, have him go in with one
Sooner
of
is
you.
better. They're going to ransack my office. I
Morning.
guarantee if I'm missing for a long enough time,
we should go in the morning
the data
before
won't
he's
be safe
missed.
forever.
Morning, one of you goes in.
No, both of them. They got different skills.
The more we complicate it, the more
I
it's
think
gonna
it
go
should just be
badly.
me, and that you should provide cover.
Are you sure?
Yep.
With the clinic down, they won't have astral security on site.
All right. Well, I can watch from the astral plane then. So
All
I
right.
got it.
So you all kind of pile into the apartment and like curl up and take a little nappy. In the morning,
I'm gonna heal.
it's gonna like flip you off.
In the morning, I say to Fang, my apartment's bigger, but I didn't want to have people over.
Mainframe starts waking up sometime in the morning. She's still a little bit pretty groggy and kind of out of it, so definitely not really able to help you effectively. Just gonna be like, what happened? My van.
It's fine. It's just parked around the corner.
Yeah, I heard gunshots in my sleep.
They gave you. It must be the drugs you were on.
Just kind of lie back down.
Yeah.
Let's make truth or dare. Dare. Go back to sleep.
All right. Yeah, it's good.
I'm great at slumber parties. Slumber parties, as Mainframe calls them.
So is anyone going to? So Elsie and Dr. Kim and Mordecai will head back to the Red Blossom Clinic in the morning. Anything in particular that Cromwell and Fang want to do?
I just want to be nearby in case anything goes wrong.
I think we're just gonna hang out, patrol.
Are you chilling, looking super cash on the motorbike?
Wait, oh, no, I'm gonna stay with all the 8 elves.
Oh, yeah, good.
Are
Someone's
you-
staying behind
I was
with all
about
the
to say,
patients.
Are you going with them?
I'm gonna be near the hospital.
Okay, then I will be with the 8 elves. I will try to learn some. I know this one now.
Dead?
Yeah. So.
You bring it back, then it means it can.
Oh, sorry, just one way.
Dead. Okay. This is a funeral. It's a dead party. I know very few signs. Most of them are not helpful.
This is it the entire time.
I have probably just
Mordecai?
offended a lot of people on the internet. I'm really sorry I don't know sign language super
Maybe-
well.
We're trying.
Maybe you should put the sparkles on the scientist. I mean, if he gets caught, he may be smart, but he's not exactly the
Squishy.
friendly sort.
Super squishy.
Hey, super great with unconscious patients.
Exactly.
I'm not putting anything on the scientist. I'll consider putting them on Elsie, but I gotta say, I'm not crazy about sending you in alone.
I know. You have to live with it.
I don't have to live with it, actually.
Well, I'm gonna go in. Watch me go.
Yes, but you don't have to go in alone.
Yep, I do.
I can also go in.
Nope. Because that is the opposite of alone.
You've been really rash and impulsive lately, and it's putting the job at risk, and that's not okay.
Mordecai, I've learned this with teenagers. Sometimes you gotta let them go in alone. Into a facility to do espionage on a medical facility, or on a date with an elf named Sam. The more you try to control them, the more they slip out of your grasp.
When did this date happen? Never mind.
Shirtana's here.
I'm not convinced.
We're just hanging out.
I'll be watching from the astral plane. Give me your hand. I'm going to cast increase charisma and increase intuition. Or actually, no, increase.
I'm okay
Which-
with
which-
charisma.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't still have the bonus I gave you earlier.
No.
Okay.
But I'm just saying.
Well, what would be useful to you? Agility, intuition, or charisma?
Agility. Because I need to roll.
You sure you don't want? All right.
I'm very charismatic.
Your agility goes up by 4.
Great. I reach into my bag and I pull out. I try to get something kind of nondescript as a disguise out. So again, I'm trying to blend in, something that not too poor, not too rich. Just something that's going to blend in with the other patients at the clinic.
Yeah, classy, like a classy getup. Trying not to look more.
I don't put any makeup on or anything to draw attention to me.
Cromwell.
I'll stick an RFID on a patch, and as he leaves, I'll just slap him on the back. I'm like, "Good luck, Dr. Grumpy. It was nice to meet you."
Is it a stealth tag?
What's that?
Is it a stealth tag?
It is. Do I have any left? If so, yes, it is actually.
Okay, cool. All right. So you guys head over to the clinic. And when you get there, Dr. Kim's gonna kind of look at you and be like, realize this is gonna sound suspicious. You're not gonna trust me, but it would definitely make more sense if we don't walk in at the exact same time. Do you want to go in first, or do you want me to?
I'm trying to figure out if he's trying to pull something over on me.
Judge intentions.
And I went into the back of the van and I'm astrally projecting and following them, and I'd like to judge intentions as well. That's a lot of hits.
5.
7.
Seems pretty like straight up honest. Like it's a very logical thing to say. Like, clearly, like just very genuine in the you get to decide, but it will make the most sense if we are not immediately walking in at the same time.
All right.
Do you like me to go first, or do you want to?
Why don't you go first?
And I am going to follow him, and I'm actually going to summon a Force 6 Spirit of Man to have at the ready.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Your net hits are 5.
Nice. All right, so the Spirit of Man is just it's the same dwarf with like sunken features, and he's next to me on the astral plane.
Okay. Dr. Kim's gonna kind of just head straight out of the van through the main entrance. As you are following, you see there is a security guard at the entrance. He doesn't seem to pay a lot of attention, just kind of nods. And Dr. Kim takes his badges in directly and heads up the elevator. Elsie, how long do you want to wait before you go in?
I give it a 4 count.
Okay.
Like a slow 4 count.
So you walk in, and then you don't recognize this guard. It's not Kevin. He works the night shift.
That's kind of a relief.
Kevin's probably fired.
Let's just say fired.
Oh.
And you walk in, and the security will just say, "Can I help you find anything, ma'am?"
Yeah, I've been asked to come to the 7th floor.
The Red Blossom Medical Clinic. Yep. You can head on up, just so you know. You may, if you've been here before. There's a little bit of extra security on that floor. Nothing really to worry about, but the clinic has just set some up.
Is everything okay?
I mean, I'm not really privy to a lot of the details, but I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, they want the best care for you. Want the best care.
Okay, I proceed up.
All right, so you take the next elevator up, and as you come out of the elevator, Dr. Kim is kind of walking around the corner, and seems to like be sort of slowing down his stride and kind of like looking out the window, looks really awkward. Like, I'm attempting to be casual. And as you get out of the elevator, a security guard will stop you and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you have an appointment here today?"
I do, yes.
With who? I'm gonna like look over because there's the desk right here. There's like clearly a person sitting there ready to look at the schedules.
It's a new doctor, and Dr. Kim?
Oh, yes. You confirm your name and date of birth for me?
Oh,
And Dr. Kim's gonna kind of look around and see you struggling.
and then I look over and go, "Oh, Dr.
How well
Kim!"
do you speak sign language? Again, 6, right? And he's gonna start like signing letters very discreetly
Okay.
under his hand.
Okay.
So roll your sign language and intuition.
All right.
Man, Dr. Kim's a bro.
It's clarified. He's fluent in ASL.
We try. We try real hard. 3.
Okay, you managed to get the name Janet. Janet Parker. And, yeah. And September 12th, 2061.
I turn back to her and I go, oh, sorry. I'm Janet Parker.
Oh, yes. I have you down. You were a little bit early for your appointment. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait in the waiting room for a little bit. They're just gonna do a quick security screening, but I have you all checked in.
Do you have a bathroom?
Oh, yeah. You can. It's just around the corner. You just have to go through the screening first.
Oh, okay.
So
Does it take long? Does it, the screening?
it's just a wave. The security guard will like wave you over and then like pass a wand over you. Did you bring any weapons in with you?
Well, yeah. I brought the glove.
Okay. Let's see.
This always happens to us.
Kind of waves it over and gets like a beep, beep, beep. I'm sorry, ma'am, do you have any cyberware implants?
No.
Interesting. Try the reading.
Well, I mean, I'm just a little bit augmented.
Okay. That would explain the readings.
Yes.
All right, you're all clear. Go ahead and take a seat in the waiting room.
Thank you.
All right, and Dr. Kim's gonna kind of like nod and gesture this way and start walking down the hallway.
Yeah. I kind of check in with the receptionist and I'm like, around this corner? Is that the
Toilet? Okay. So you go and you see the signs right here for the restroom. Dr. Kim has continued walking down, kind of like do this like awkward glance back. And
I
as
wish
you
I had something to throw at him.
as you do, you see another security guard that's kind of walking and rounding the corner here.
Great. I make a show of, it's the bathroom. Oh, this is the bathroom.
And and
Go
Dr.
in.
Kim's gonna kind of like awkwardly sidle past the person, like very clearly nervous, and the security guard
God,
side eyes them.
so terrible. I just want to duck into the bathroom long enough to let security, because he's going that way, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems to be
Just
walking
kind of
past.
let him pass.
Can they
Yeah.
peek around? All right. So give me give me a perception as you come back out.
All right.
One.
Should I roll
I'm
roll perception as well?
know,
or-
I
I got 4.
You notice as she comes out and starts walking this way, Dr. Kim has gone into this office here, and you are kind of milling about in this area and see that the security guard seems to be coming back down the other hallway, and Elsie clearly has not noticed them.
I like pop right next to Elsie's ear and just manifest just my mouth like next to it. Like, behind you.
I very smoothly turn around and go, oh, it's back there. I get so turned around in here. Is lobby?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I have an appointment.
Yes. Who with? And you should be with a medical, your PA, physician, your assistant. If you have, they would direct you to where you should be.
Okay. I'm early for my appointment.
And you should be in the lobby, ma'am.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay. You
I just
passed the back. The
I'm
lobby is back
sorry, I
behind
have
you.
a bad sense of direction. Right, and I just like go back.
Go past them. Okay. So you know that there is a security guard, that there's at least one in the lobby. You go and sit back down. There's at least one in the lobby. And then there's another one that is walking the hallway. And this is a little bit different. A clinic with like security there in the middle of the day. It's a little odd. You know, maybe something happened. Ah.
I'm back over at the office now, and I'm watching what's going on with Dr. Kim.
Dr. Kim seems to be like going through various things in the office. You can't really tell what it is, and has opened a couple of things.
Computers.
Oh.
I say to the receptionist,
You have no idea what Dr. Kim is doing.
do you know if Dr. Kim is running on time today, or do you know if it's? I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to be on time for my appointment.
Give me etiquette.
Etiquette. Okay. Luckily, Elsie was trained by the very best.
Are you kidding
Boy,
me?
the
etiquette.
best troll around.
The best training she could possibly have from Cromwell, and even her
Over a
etiquette
cup of
training
tea.
started before that. Witness my dice. 7.
Okay. Yeah, just good training. Good training. But I'm gonna kind of lean forward. I have to be honestly really sorry. Dr. Kim didn't show up on time today. And so we're very, very behind with Dr. Kim's patient load. So it might be a little bit longer than you expected. I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, I can wait.
Mordecai, give me a astral perception.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a good roll.
This security guard seems to have stopped right kind of around, they're hanging out around the door. And then there is another one that you notice come out from these security doors. You know, the one that lead to that covert research clinic. And seems to be sort of hanging out just behind, and they're definitely staying kind of out of this line of sight.
I manifest next to Dr. Kim.
Jesus!
Shh. How much more do you need? There's guards out in the hall.
I've got it now. I can. What are you gonna do about them? This part's on you.
Well, I say to the spirit of man, or actually, what I'm going to do is I go over to the other side, like back through the door where the guard just came out from.
Here?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I manifest just my voice and say, "Hey, we need help back here."
Okay. Performance.
It's
I'm
lying.
defaulting. Oh, Jesus
Lying
Christ.
with style.
Edge.
Thanks, chat room.
I did not glitch, but I rolled 0 hits on that. So
Even with the edge.
no,
Oh,
that
I
was
thought-
No, you're
pre-edge.
just really rolling all your dice.
That's 3 hits.
Thank you, chat room.
The guard is gonna kind of turn around, and yell back. I'm kind of busy here.
It's really important. I think I set something on fire by accident.
Con or performance, I'll take either one.
Let's go with con.
Same.
Oh my gosh.
3.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll go get the fire extinguisher. Fuck. Idiot. And then
Demanifest
this one
myself.
starts going back, and then this guy's around like, what? Where did you?
I communicate to the spirit of man, convince the other guard to go with him. So the spirit of man is going to materialize, but from a position around the corner, so where he can just, like right around there. So where he can just sort of spot him, hopefully without being seen. And he's going to influence the guard into thinking that he'll be in a lot of trouble if he doesn't go help the other guard that just left.
Okay. Logic and willpower, right?
Yeah, logic and willpower versus. Oh, that was good. So 5.
Net hits are 1. So the guard is like, kind of looks at the door, and then looks at Dr. Kim's door, and then looks back at the door. It's like, and starts kind of making their way through the set of double doors.
I manifest back in the office next to Dr. Kim and say, okay, go now.
So the only guard that is left is the one in the lobby that you know about. So Dr. Kim is going to. Oh, the spirited man is here. He's like, oh, again, really doesn't like your manifesting, and just sort of like starts walking and like walks kind of like awkward speed walking, like
Casual.
super cash. Down
Behind him, I say,
the
walk casual.
I'm being casual.
Take the back stairwell and like.
No.
Not a suggestion that you gave him.
This guy's the worst.
Go now. And makes it into the lobby, or is making his way to the lobby. You know there's one security guard left.
Great. I say to him, like I see him, I go,
Oh, Dr. Kim, I understand you're running a little bit late today. I was wondering if I could just talk to you a little bit about what's going.
and I look at the guard.
Oh, excuse me. I'm having some difficulties, Dr. Kim.
And like I'm playing like I'm really embarrassed that there's other people and I really want to talk to Dr. Kim because alone.
Okay.
I'm embarrassed to be talking.
Let's go to one of the rooms. He's gonna like give side eye to the guard. It's like clearly very uncomfortable. Not subterfuge, not his thing. Being sassy and obnoxious, totally his thing. And he'll kind of be like, "Do you want to go to one of the patient consult rooms?"
Dr. Kim.
Okay. Do I think is he a youngish elf
Dr. Kim?
guy?
He's probably mid-40s.
Okay.
That's pretty young.
Yeah.
Do I get the impression he likes ladies?
Dr. Kim?
All right, who are we talking about here?
This is Dr. Kim.
Okay.
Miss
maybe.
Elsie, if you can get him to a window, both of you can ride on my back.
Why aren't you distracting the guard? Why are you talking to me?
Because I'm pregnant.
Okay, let's go to the and he's gonna start walking this direction.
And I'm like, and I follow, and I'm just like, the only way I could get you to talk to me was to have an appointment. And I just follow under the subterfuge of, I'm hoping that the pregnancy act will explain away or justify Dr. Kim's socially awkward actions, which is why I'm playing with this.
Give me a performance.
Great. Excuse me while I roll on it.
I'm watching all of this astrally, and I'm just astrally confused.
Well, when a doctor and a patient love each other very much. 8!
8. The guard is like, not touching that with a 10-foot pole. And seems to stay where he's at.
And as we progress down the hall, and into that room,
He's gonna
but
basically
I'm
take you
getting
into
just
the
a
first
little
console
like,
room. It's like, what?
when I'm out of eye shot, I just increase my volume just a little bit. So I'm just like, and you didn't call me, and I tried to call you, and you didn't call me back.
What are you doing? And like he
We
gets
get
into
in
the
the
room.
room.
It's like, hi.
And I'm like,
You're a little young for me. Have you even hit puberty yet?
do you want your pride or do you want your life?
Fine. We're in a room now. What are you planning on doing about that?
We're gonna take the best form of transportation.
Oh god, it's this again, isn't it?
A few
You
calls.
should have been less sassy to me, then I wouldn't push your buttons so much. Do these windows open or are they like high rise, like liability?
Yeah, more
they
like
don't
high
open?
rise, like office
right.
windows. Everything is HVAC.
I say over the comm link, all right, I have successfully embarrassed Dr. Kim enough, and he says he has what we need, so we're ready for an extraction, Cromie.
We could have gone out the front door.
So many options that you had. So many.
Or the back door.
This is what you picked.
I'll leave the shield behind. I begin stealthily climbing the wall of the building using my magical bowler, which lets me run on walls.
Yep.
I should be able to make it up in about 15 seconds.
This is great, because it'll look
Yeah,
like a kidnapping.
That sounds right.
It'll look like a kidnapping, so you still have the option of coming back to work for this terrible corporation at some
Yay.
point.
I'm not sure it isn't a kidnapping.
I honestly, nor am I. Nor am I.
Is Mordecai's mouth
should've
like
been nicer.
manifesting beside me
Dr.
as I
Kim's
run up
like-
the wall, disapproving?
You know what? Us scientists are used to this at this point. We're a hot commodity in the corporate world.
I am so lucky that I am not as smart as you.
Yes.
Higher emotional IQ.
Definitely not as smart as me.
Well, I don't have a high school diploma yet, so.
You should really take care of that. It's incredible.
I know. Okay.
Do you even know
oh
how
my
sex
God,
ed works?
You sound
Have
like
you
my
had-
troll guardian.
Ding,
yes,
ding,
I
ding.
know.
Again? Do I get a... The window's closed! Well, if security wasn't suspicious before, they are now.
Ready to leave?
Fine.
All right, hold on.
On your back. Is Elsie also on your, like...
I should be able to carry the both of them
Okay.
pretty easily.
Great. So we'll assume it takes you another 15
And you
seconds
laughed
or so.
when I asked if I could ride on his back.
You all make it back into the van, and get your escape from the clinic, without too much more suspicion being aroused by broken windows and things.
Too much
there's now
more
two
suspicion.
broken windows on that side of the building.
Still easier to check out of a hospital in the 6th world than it is in the 5th.
So Dr. Kim will kind of look at you expectantly and say, "Let's finish the deal."
All right. I put in the call to Evo to make her to her.
Mick Johnson.
Mick-
Mick Johnson will
Mick
reply.
Johnson. I give her a call and I say, oh, drop the accent. Hello, Mick Johnson. This is Elsie of MFEC.
Excellent. Have you completed the requirements?
Indeed, we have. We have the data files provided by Dr. Kim.
Delightful. We shall organize and they'll send you coordinates for a rendezvous point. And you recognize this is like the same out of the way location, like kind of strange middle of a field, just farmland for miles on one side and woods for days on the other.
Have I told you about the time I did a run with a scarecrow?
Yes. Can I ask a favor? This is completely off topic. Can I roll to see if any of the elves are like skilled at art that I'm hanging out with?
Yes.
I got a 2. Are they?
That's nothing. You rolled no hits is what you're telling me.
I want one
I think
to
you can
give
just
me
ask
a tattoo.
Lauren if they are.
Yeah, is any of them like a tattoo artist?
A
No,
blind
none
one?
of them are tattoo artists. One of them will happily stab you repeatedly with a needle.
I have katanas and steel, and I want them to draw something because I can't because I'm not artistic. And then it's super weird for me to do this.
One of them will attempt to convince you that they are, and if you choose to believe them, they will draw something at a place you can't see it, and I'll tell you what that something is later.
I hear this over the comm and I say, you know, Fang, if you want a tattoo, my talismonger actually does that.
Bing! Saved by Big Pop.
Oh my gosh, and I know what you should get a tattoo of.
So as you pull up to the clandestine location, there is the same looking unmarked van that you saw before with Miss McJohnson, the elf from Evo, and there's also an additional larger van that might carry any patients that would like treatment. And Miss
I want to wait
Johnson.
in the van with Fang because I want to talk to her.
Okay.
I'm
Excellent. It's just good to see you here. I'm glad you made it. This time there's only a light fog on the ground.
Oh, there's no rain.
Still an umbrella being held over her for, for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Do you have the information?
I bring up Dr. Kim to deliver the files.
And Dr. Kim's gonna kind of look at you and like swallow his pride for a second and be like, "You're better at convincing than I am." Well then, they gotta live up to their end of the deal, or they don't get the data.
So, what Dr. Kim and the patients want is the ability for him to continue his treatment of them. If Evo's willing to agree to that and any other lab stipulations Dr. Kim might have, then I think we can do a deal.
And protection for him against Shiawase.
Yeah, he's gonna need some protection against Shiawase.
Alright, give me negotiation.
Fang, I have a question for you.
Okay, I have.
Do you want to finish your question?
Oh, yeah. I have not heard the story about the scarecrow enough. Please.
It's
tell
not the
us.
story, it's a question for you. Do you like being alive, Fang?
Yeah.
Do you really? Because you're taking some risk lately that says to me that maybe this orc doesn't really care if she lives or dies. I likes you a lot, and I'll be very sad if anything happened to you. If you ended up splattered under a van or any of that. So I just want you to remember this, alright?
I used to play it safe. I used to never listen to my head, and whenever there was a choice, I didn't do it. I was afraid of everything.
I'll get it.
And no, you don't. When you don't do that, when you don't listen to the better side of your brain, your friends die. You go to jail. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
So you think the better side of your brain wants you to jump out onto a moving van that's flying at that many kilometers per hour?
It might have worked,
It
but I
might
can't.
not have.
I gotta listen to it now.
Listen, I like both sides of your brain, that's all I'm saying. The one that maybe failed you last time, maybe you should listen to it too sometimes. Let the two of them work together.
Don't know how to do that yet.
I'll take it from someone who doesn't have either side of his brain working all that well. Just try, that's all. Do it for me, if not for anyone else.
I'll try. No promises. If someone needs to go big, that's what the arms are for.
Just remember, Mordecai needs a place to stay, and if anything happened to you, he'd be out on the street again.
That's fair.
Is the female dwarf with the...
Oh yeah.
I squint my eyes at her again.
Miss McJohnson, Evo finds these terms to be agreeable. She'll look at Dr. Kim. If you would like an opportunity of employment with Evo, we can provide you and your patients with adequate facilities to continue their treatment and your research in exchange for the information on the technology that you have, as well as a negative PR against your previous employer. And Dr. Kim will kind of shrug and be like, works for me. Impec, you have done well.
Wow.
We will agree to our original terms for your employment, as well as the additional bonus for acquiring the data that you were requested. You will be paid the full sum of 5,000 with an additional, 7,000 with an additional 2,000 for the rescue and 5,000 for the data. And I believe there were a total of 7 individuals that you rescued, so an additional 1,000 for the 2 more. I'm not going to include your own team member that you sent
No,
in
of course
as a
not.
lamb to the slaughter on that one.
So remind me the total.
16,000 new yen apiece.
Through the comms, you hear something.
Wonderful working with Evo.
Oh, Elsie, hold on. Yeah, I know. I don't ask for favors much. I mean, at all. You could throw it out there that, like, I could be paid in company credits towards cyberware, if that's a possibility. Throw it out there. Throw it out there. And Orc's, like, Fang's just gonna look through the broken window in the back and be like,
Actually, and just stop speaking through the comm.
yeah, please.
My teammate sounds like she would like payment perhaps partially in trade. She has a couple cybernetic enhancements that aren't quite working the way she would like.
Well, Evo is certainly willing to provide that to provide cyberware in exchange for Nuyen. We can work out the exact terms based on the equipment that she is most interested in. Yes. You may contact me directly. She'll kind of see you peeking out and just sort of like smile condescendingly, like you're a small puppy that is overly excited.
Fang is like a small puppy that's overly excited.
With a sword. And with that,
Really big team.
Miss McJohnson nods. I look forward to working with you again in the future, in fact. And you have done admirably well. Admirably. Not even adequately.
Yeah.
It's a different A word, this.
I thought about that.
She gets into the van, and any of the patients, a number of them will also get into the other one with Dr. Kim. And Dr. Kim is just gonna like sigh and look back at Cromwell and Elsie and just be like, "Yo." And Cromwell will be like,
Goodbye, Dr. Grumpy. I had fun with you.
"Go get a diploma or something."
Mordecai goes back to the van grumpily, even though one would think that he was happy, but no.
I don't know if
Papa.
Mordecai ever is happy.
Big Papa, sit next to me. Story time.
And thus concludes MFIC's first corporation run, full of happy feelings and less happy ones.
Guys!
Thank you guys. I had a really good time planning a corporate run, and we get to roll a lottery tonight to see who's gonna get to organize the next one with me. So stick around.
We're gonna
if
get
you
dice rolls.
Bishuase.
Oh,
I
God.
don't think Mick Johnson was her real name. She was O. Johnson the last time we talked to her.
Johnson, you're right.
And
There's a
there's
different
just
Irish elf.
viciously number of Johnsons.
I bet they were
Would
twins.
Johnson be Scottish?
Mick Johnson would be
Mick
Scottish.
Johnson.
It'd be a lot more down here. My Scottish accent is not particularly good, but
It's so good.
none of my British regional accents are.
I do know what tattoo Fang should get, and it's this one.
What is that? I am Mordecai and I have feelings. None.
I'm really
think I
sad
can
you
see that on
didn't
the
accept
camera.
one. Oh, we will be right back. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was told to tell you that we will be after this.
Hello, my friends. I'm here to read off the donations. So let's start with the first one. Alkiss said, Lauren looks happy tonight. Let's make her happier. Hashtag whooshing, hashtag sorry Janine.
Sorry, Janine.
And the rest of us.
Yeah, sorry everybody. BP Phantom donated 50 for 2 Edge, 1 for the Lauren Legion, and 1 for Mordecai. It might come from a corp or maybe not. Only I know.
Thank you.
So they're not on the shit list.
Oh, interesting. Independent.
Oh, we can see the chat now.
Hey, chat.
Hi, chat.
Munch8504 gave 1 Edge to Cromwell, Destroyer of Doors, and 1 Edge for Lauren, our Legionnaire Commander. Hashtag Aries.
Well, thank you, Aries.
Lofweir
Oh, I like this.
said, hashtag Cedar Crypt provides some of its experimental edge to Lauren, the GM. Find out more at their website. I'm
Probably
not
that
sure if I'm
edge that
allowed to say
didn't
that.
help me.
Hi, back.
I don't know what the rules are for saying websites. All right, someone else.
Seder Krupp is the only one allowed.
Cedar Crypt, you've got your website. Here's their website.
Oh, cool.
skcorp.de.
Why is Seder
Once
Krupp
again,
allowed?
skcorp.de.
Ooh,
Hashtag
their media's
Seder
high
Krupp.
enough. Wow.
Arislin, 2 Edge for Lauren. Hashtag Shiawase does not condone knocking out and threatening to do surgery by unqualified troll butlers on elves.
I appreciate that. They were unhappy about it.
Wow. Shiawase's never getting off this shit list.
It's fine. It's fine.
Never. Flash Arc.
So they hired.
Fang is an action hero at heart. To help Fang achieve that goal, 1 Edge for Fang. Hashtag Evo.
Is that before or after they wanted you to jump on the moving van?
I think both. I think
Okay.
everyone wanted.
Yeah. William TW. I would like to edge Fang and Lauren. Hashtag Neonet. SMA 7315. Edge for Fang. Please try not to die. But also, let's keep this interesting.
Oh.
Edge for Lauren too. Hashtag Shiawase.
Let's always keep it in.
I think they're trying to just like balance the scales and
That is
so that
healthy
they don't.
shitless and
Yeah.
not all of
But
it.
then, quickly afterwards, SMA 7315 donated again. God damn it, Fang. I said don't try to die. Hashtag Shiawase. Dominia69 said edge for Sharky.
Hey, Sharky.
1 Edge for all of Umfek.
that was that time.
Nice.
Thank you for risking your lives to save others. Other corporations may not want you to focus on mission objectives, but not us. We care about the people you freed.
Oh.
Sorry about hacking your comlink to send this. Hashtag Evo.
I think
And
they
once
were
again,
being sincere.
final donation of the night. SMA 7315 said hashtag Shiawase giving edge to Elsie for next week. Because I think Janine is starting to genuinely hate us. Thanks for the game. We're nice people, I promise. Well, apart from the murders. But hey, we all have our quirks. And that's it for the donations for tonight. Thank you very much for playing along, you guys. And now here's Anna.
Roll some dice.
Thank you, chat room.
Dice.
Dice.
Thanks, chat room.
Yeah, thanks, chat.
So,
Yeah,
stuff
love you
was
guys.
more interesting this week. We've got a
Good
whole bunch
job.
of different actions.
Do you want me to be Zach? Yeah, murder each other. Dum dums. Ah.
Okay. Sure. So we do have a couple of different people rolling besides myself. It was free to choose your peoples to roll for you. I'm gonna have somebody sitting here. That's why I'm sitting off center. We have an assistant in front of me operating a camera in front of me. It's slightly disconcerting.
Interesting.
What was I going to say? When you come up to roll, sit down next to me so the camera can see you. Right? Sounds good?
It's a low
Yeah.
cam.
Alright, so let's get started. Okay, the first one, Aries really wanted Joe to roll, but Joe is busy with some weird thing in the control room that he keeps closing every time I go in there. So,
And
yeah,
I
I saw that,
definitely
Joe.
just took that seat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll
Yeah,
look
I
in.
need that.
Sorry.
So that I asked them for a second. They chose me. So I am going to roll the first roll of the night. This is Aries doing research in military hardware. Okay. Sorry, Aries. Perhaps you should have chosen Emily.
Oh.
Yeah.
Harsh.
That's yeah.
Well, it was a 3.
Oh, that's not bad. That's
Okay, so the next one is Evo doing research on medicine. They asked for Lauren to come and roll.
Alright, go roll.
I have actually not been rolling the best.
Do you need to use my dice?
It's fine. No. I'm gonna use Emma.
You
Emma's
can use
dice
my
because
dice because they are untouched by Zach.
Oh, mine are not. Mine is not.
It's probably good.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
That's not.
Oh wait,
Nope.
I did forget to add in the +2 that they had, so that was a 5. Sorry.
Perfect.
Still
Wait,
no
am I
impact,
continuing
but no
to roll?
negative. So you rolled a 3 as well, which is also a 5. So that's no
'Cause
impact.
That's what 3 + 2 is.
That is what 3 + 2 is. That is true. Good job. This is why you're a teacher, right?
I teach very basic arithmetic.
So we're
Which
gonna
that
skip
is.
the next one because it's Claudia, and then the one after that is Lauren
Okay.
again. So we'll just go to Wuxing research for magical goods. And
That was
that's
even
a-
worse.
That's a 2.
Ah!
Dude, I'm gonna roll.
Statistics.
I'm gonna roll higher than that.
Where were these rolls when we were playing the game?
It's because they're not. It's not about
They-
hits and misses.
Oh,
They
it's because she
did
can't burn
get-
any edge right now. Or
Oh,
using
yeah,
the
yeah.
edge. That's
Yeah.
why.
They did get +1. Unfortunately, that's still only a 3. 2 levels under to reduce.
Wait,
so
I just picked up a
magical
die. I
goods-
assumed it was the right one.
They're level 8, so you would roll 2d6 again,
Okay.
and that's how much it'll lower it. And okay, all right. So that's an 11. I think you should have swapped those
Yep,
rolls.
It probably would have been better.
For it. And okay, all right. So that's an 11. I think you should have swapped those
Yep,
rolls.
It probably would have been better.
Yikes.
Sorry,
Wow.
guys.
What?
I rolled really high on the one
All
that
right.
they would have wanted me to roll really
So
low on.
was that a negative
Oh.
So
11?
-11
Yeah,
instead.
so-
Yeah, instead of +11.
Yeah. So that's. Is that even okay? Sorry.
Is that on
e-
the list?
No, I'm making sure that I'm doing this right at this point because I'm feeling bad. Yeah.
Don't
level,
feel bad.
Level
I'm
eight.
gonna do
No,
my
hang
Zach
on.
impression.
No.
Evil is good.
See, this is the part where I get to be a good GM and a kind and giving, and this is not how it's working
That's an
out.
oxymoron.
Those are nice.
Giving GM.
All right.
I've been listening to Zach too much.
So that is
Shaggers.
crikey. Okay, so that's it for you for now. I'm gonna have you come back
Perfect.
in a little bit.
I'm gonna
Um,
yep, gonna drop my.
Is it my turn?
it is your turn. It is your turn. See,
All right, bring it.
see if
All
you
right.
can do better.
Okay,
Someone
so
chose better.
I'm just gonna roll. So I'm just doing it, right? Who's this for?
This is for Horizon's media segment. Horizon has a massive media subsidiary, so this could give them an extra few billion.
That doesn't make me nervous
Do
at
it.
all.
Do it. Do it. Oh, good God.
Did she roll worse than me?
No.
How do you roll worse than 2?
She rolled a 4.
Or I guess you
You
didn't get 2. You
Forget to
Four.
roll a
Which
die.
is
It's not.
Oh no, 4 is good. That is better.
well with
Mathematically.
that's with the +2, it's still no impact.
Wow.
So,
Wait, no impact?
Yeah, but not a
No
negative.
impact!
Negative!
So
No
you know
impact.
the no impacts are better than the negative.
You're welcome.
11%.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
Right. So now
better than you.
there's a couple of rolls that I do, which are attacks. So on one hand, I feel like I should roll somebody else's dice.
Nah, it's probably
Because-
fine.
Here,
Like,
here.
what could have happened to those dice?
Zach has touched
What could
these,
have possibly?
but so have I.
All right.
And this
All
one
right.
hasn't been in
you
my
know
bag.
what? I'll roll different dice from my bag, and we'll see how this goes.
Long story.
Maybe.
When you have no hands, you don't roll
Okay,
your mouth.
so I got an 8, which is good for the people that attacked, but bad for Renraku Robotics for being attacked.
Error.
So
Renraku.
that's an 8,
Renraku.
which means that they're going to go down sorry, guys. Okay. Renraku Robotics was level 7, so they're going down a D6 and a D4.
Why?
So it was an attack, but it was a good attack. No, this is a thing. We like attacks, right?
Do like attacks.
Yeah. I mean, Zach likes attacks, and they...
Guys-
7%, guys. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
I feel like the
Renraku,
spirit of
7%.
Zach is in this room.
I feel like, yeah. All right. And
The
then
astral plane, like he hasn't manifest, but he's in the room.
so
Maybe his
then
mouth will.
Horizon Media got attacked as well. That's another 2d6. And okay, that is a no impact.
Okay.
That's a 6. That's a no impact.
So we're happy with
Wait,
no
that's
impact.
happy now?
Yeah.
Honestly,
happy?
Have we
I think so. I think no impact is what we're
Again,
going
We've
for.
recalibrated our expectations. Is that?
Yeah.
And now we've got the lottery, which I can't really do
Can't say who's gonna-
on camera, and have it be at all helpful or interesting.
So how does the lottery work now?
I am working on revamping how the lottery works, but I can't really get into it because I haven't gotten official confirmation for the way that I want to do it. I was really hoping to by tonight, but with everything that's been going on, both here and personally, it just didn't materialize. So sorry for that. I tried. That said, that doesn't mean that I can't take this the thing that I want to do. I could still do tomorrow based on these numbers of the lottery. So
Perfect. So you're gonna. What they did still counts.
okay. So I have a request for Dan in the Sharky costume.
Yeah!
In the Sharky costume.
But the Sharky costume is up to you.
No.
And I'm going to ask you off camera if it was okay, but
I think they should donate extra for the Sharky costume. But
I-
we'll do it.
I think
Let's
that
do this.
Spend more
I think
action
we should,
points for
yes,
Sharky.
I think we should make going forward. We should make people in the Sharky costume cost extra.
All right.
Thank you.
Can we say how many corps are
All right,
entering the lottery?
So, 3d6.
3d6. I got this.
You can totally
No
do
problem.
this. You
The
can
worst thing
totally
can
do
happen.
this.
You get 3.
What's
That's
the-
what
right.
happens.
No, that's the worst.
Literally is the worst. That's meant.
And that is bad.
Is it?
It could be worse though. It
So
could
it's
be
not
worse.
3.
It's not 3.
It's 6.
It's
That's like the highest roll we got
Mathematically-
today.
There you go. I mean,
within average.
The highest rolls.
it is 3d6, but
It's not within the average.
So that's
L shape.
Neonet entering the media segment for 6. For 6.
Wait, 6.
Just 6 Nguyen.
Yeah, just
Really
six.
small media segment.
It's a
Sometimes-
Radio Shack. Let's be
Sometimes
honest.
you get MTV, sometimes you accidentally create VH1.
Both are great.
Um,
Don't be throwing shade. How am I going to learn about
so
teenagers?
now we have Lauren again
I'm back.
to roll 3d6 for Renraku to also get a media segment. I wonder what they could possibly be trying to buy. Would it be perhaps rights to talk about their corporations in our chat room? Maybe.
Ooh.
seriously?
Really?
Is it more than 3?
Good Admiral. It is more than 3.
4.
It is 7.
Stop using. Well, that's not too.
Technically better.
Oh wait, is that 3?
Yep, 3 dice.
Stop using up your bad rolls in this game.
Yeah,
Save them
stop.
for the
Again,
work.
these aren't about hits or misses.
And to be clear, it was Sharky that rolled that. Not,
That's
Right. That
better
is
than
true.
Sharky.
Yeah, Dan's still great.
yeah.
So, unless I'm missing something, which let's face it, I probably am, so that Zach can yell at me later. That's what we got. That's it. I am really sorry, guys. I don't know.
Ouch.
What's up, Joe? Where's the walkie?
It's under the.
Oh, really? He's laughing. I don't like this.
Who's laughing?
Joe's been up to something all evening, and every time I go in there, he minimizes something.
Oh.
So he's either looking at porn,
It's probably that.
or he's up to something. What's it?
Wait, I want to see it. What? Where can we see it? Okay.
Come on,
Standing
Joe.
by, thank you.
Maybe he's both talking to Zach and watching porn.
Everything.
Either way.
He's watching porn of Zach.
That's right.
No, it's fine.
Dan?
Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I found out also. Oh, that's Adam, by the way. I'm here at concession stand, not there, where I know you guys are probably just got finished doing some rolling of dice and all that good stuff. I knew because I wasn't there that Anna would probably be a lot more lenient with you guys and allow you to do whatever you wanted. So I found Anna's dice bag and I touched all of them and I breathed on them and I hexed them and I rubbed them all over my body. You're welcome. All of them.
All over?
All over.
That's definitely sexual harassment.
You're welcome.
Can't do that.
I'm not superstitious, but does that really...
I touched those dice, and I don't know where they've been now.
I think we do know where they've been.
I'll
I have
watch,
to-
but I'll never be
Starting
clean.
to actually
I have to-
believe Zach has magical power.
Okay.
I have to burn this Sharky suit.
No, seriously, you don't touch a girl's dice.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
give
There's
on.
a reason why I hide
Zach,
mine.
Yeah, I hide
it's
mine
on.
too.
I took part in Pillow Zach. Okay, it's on.
You took part.
I did. I was an integral part of Pillow Zach.
Well, you know what we could do?
Integral in that
Have
I
them out when
spent a
you're
little bit of
partying.
money and it was somebody, mini Pillow Zach.
I'm
was
not
my-
touching those dice to pick them up.
No, I don't really think that I want to
I
either.
actually feel bad for the corporations, which is weird in Shadowrun.
What a dick.
Seriously.
That's so mean.
I'm never leaving my dice here.
No,
Yeah, no,
I
don't.
use these
That's
dice for other things.
Zach is
my mother made that dice bag.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew.
You didn't say the dice bag.
He just touched
The dice. Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow is Zach's birthday.
I don't know.
I think
what-
we should
just
do
got-
something. I think we should get him back.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Well,
100%.
yeah.
We'll talk. We'll talk
Okay.
amongst ourselves. We'll figure something out. Just wait.
Yeah.
We could do that. I'm gonna be on Rabbit Stew tomorrow.
What's that, Joe? Zach's. It's
Tomorrow.
Zach's birthday
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is.
It's
No,
not time
tomorrow, Joe.
yet. I appreciate your commitment, Claudia.
Claudia, I don't have good peripheral vision right now.
I seriously just tell him for a while.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
More than one.
that's generally how it goes.
Anyway, what's the song? Joe, I'm calling it. We're gonna do a raid. For our sadness, we will prevail.
I don't know what he said. I can't hear him over this horrible song.
I didn't do long enough. You've never heard the song? Oh, you don't do Rabbit Stew. It's a birthday song.
Okay,
We're gonna have to do this on Rabbit Stew tomorrow.
we need.
I don't think you're on brand, Claudia.
I don't think she cares.
I think we need to develop a containment device that is Zach-proof and keep the dice. in
Keep
it.
all the dice.
We'll start a new dice fund, and we'll
that's
keep
fine.
them in the containment. But that means that we have to start testing the containment.
We'll take them home with us every night.
The containment.
So,
No,
the containment
we need him to take
system?
the containment system home with him every night to test it.
I think it needs to be like, can we solidify Mountain Dew? Like, powdered read a box.
Well, that
of
would
Mountain
prevent
Dew.
him from touching it, but it would also prevent.
state. We can suspend the dice in it.
Can we cover it in drills?
Yes.
Mountain Jello.
Yeah, Mountain Dew Jello.
Mountain Dew Jello.
Zach is weak against
Drills
drills.
and musical theater.
It's true. Musical theater.
All right.
Anyway, we're
Alright,
gonna
guys.
do a raid. We're gonna do a raid.
Where are you gonna rate?
We're gonna raid Jen Denise. So I'm gonna put that in chat right now.
Yeah, but don't
that
do it
thing.
yet.
But don't do it yet. Go over there. But wait for my signal.
Wait for the signal, guys. You're really bad. Please show
Patience.
me you can do it.
Patience.
You're not bad at this. You're
If
just a little
Fang
excited.
is like giving you instructions on being more patient,
Yeah.
then you
Guys.
need to take a page from that.
You guys let me use the katana in the studio.
Great point. Great point. All right, so head on over there. Head on over to Jen Denise. gonna give the call in 5, 4, 3, 2,
You realize,
1.
like, it's,
Go!
okay.
Woo! Go, 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 go! Da-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da.
Wait, what are we doing? Is this your bastardization of the Final Fantasy victory theme?
I'm sorry, I don't have any tone.
That's
You guys don't hire me for my musical skills. You hire me because I have a stick. Yeah.
that's
Hyper Rabbit Power Raid? Oh my god. Are we chasing
I think that means we're good.
budget?
I don't think we're clear yet.
Are we clear?